What's good? Hello. What's up, guys? Let me make sure that everything is looking alright. Can't wait to see what we get ourselves into tonight. Before you ask, I'm doing fine. Because I know that'll probably be asked. You shouldn't be doing that then. I just noticed something funny. Was it over something petty? Yes, but was it something petty? I don't really have anything to talk about besides besides being unusually busy at work today. Apparently there's some sort of, I don't even remember, some sort of festival or something. But at least I made some good money. You're hungry, but everything's closed. Sounds like me sometimes. Something's oh, and petty is spelled P-E-T-T-Y, not D-D-Y. But apparently Jack is hungry. We should get him some... Let me try something. If I can find it. There. There, you said... No, not like that. Wait. Oh, there. You said that you were gonna have burgers again. So there, I gave you a burger, Jack. You... I'm sure you would. Yeah, I'm sure you would prefer that. I'm sure there's a specific type of person that you would prefer. Shit. I see objects. Trying to scroll through this, and I can't find shit. Is there a full body thing here? Here, Jack, does that tickle your fancy? Food is food, I see very well. Well, you said you'd prefer people. Okay then, very well. I guess we have some wishy-washy whatever. I could have worded that better, but obviously I can't speak. Yes, Brad. Okay. Let's see, I am relatively eager to get into the thing tonight, but not a single person. Okay then. Good lord. No, and I thought I was a picky eater, but Jack decided that he needed it to be in the plural sense. You got a silly recommendation? Lay it on me. While I look for... Here, I found this one that's labeled people with bunny ears. It's people. It's more than one, so therefore it's people. So I hope you're happy this time. Shit. But whatever video that you got recommended... Archie. People are too salty. Well, I thought, for a moment I thought when you said they're too salty, I was thinking of the descriptive term of people getting angry, but medieval warmongering mice full story. What the hell does that even entail? But then I realized, oh, you're just talking about actual salt. Well, don't eat other people or you're gonna get some high blood pressure then. No. Yes, yes, yes. Medieval wool mongering mice. The full story. And apparently there's a song too. Both apply. Yeah, sounds yeah. This video covers the full Medieval Mice Saga history and timeline, whether you're seeing the saga for the first time or... Okay, possum mittens. You have the key. No wonder why. A conditional surrender saved the day. Who hurt the opossums? Or as Freddie Benson from iCarly would say, possi. Alright, Brett. There's no need to repeat that. Because we're surrounded by possi. It's the plural of possum, according to Freddie Benson. I don't know why I felt the need to repeat that, but I decided it now. Just like when Hatsune Miku drinks about vegetable juice, you must like this drink, she decided it now. There's 33 chapters, but it's 18 minutes long. Well, we could definitely take a look at that. We could take a look at that, actually. Do I want to do that before the shoe on head thing? Talking Pierre. I don't even know what that is. Let's see. I think it's apparently it's a story of a little mouse. Yeah, vegetables are pretty good. Well, except the wheelchair. In what way is a wheelchair considered a vegetable? Talking pit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to respond to Brett's message there. You say Talking Parrot from Talking Tom. I don't know, Jack. I don't really know anything about Talking Tom aside from all of the, I guess we can say Elsa Gate adjacent stuff, but because vegetables need wheelchairs to move, what? I still don't understand. No, the thing that my mind went to was vegetative state, but I don't think that's how that, well, I know who Talking Tom is, but no, I know about that stuff, and it's like, and I don't really care that much about that kind of stuff, I'm just saying, so I don't know anything about I don't know anything about any of that stuff, and quite frankly, I don't want to, because I don't feel like it. No, the thing I was going to say before Brett brought that up was that I was about to respond to Jack's message about them being. Okay, now my mind is going in multiple different directions. I was about to reference Annoying Orange's elephants or microwaves thing until Talking Tom got brought up, and that threw off my whole routine. Except I don't think routine is the right word for it. Train of thought might be better. It's a fraud joke. Stephen Hawking. I see. Oh, wait. I still don't get it though. I still don't. You know what? You know what? I'm not even going. I'm not even going to try to make sense of that. I don't know what the hell that has to do with Stephen Hawking. I don't think. Was Stephen Hawking ever in a vegetative state? Because that's the only way that such a joke would even. That's the only way that such a joke would even make sense to me, at least. Granted, I don't know anything about the types of jokes about things eating each other for enjoyment, for lack of a better way to describe it. But that's it. Okay, we're going to take a look. Before we take a look at the Shoe on Head video, we're going to take a look at medieval warmongering mice. The full story, because the story was empty before, but now it's going to be full.
This is the story of how a little...
Really? You're doing this now, computer? I'm putting exactly, because I don't understand it. It's like, no, it's probably one of those, you can call me J, or you can call me RJ, and you can call me RJJ, but you doesn't have to call me Johnson. And the joke is that you don't have to call him Johnson. Everyone calls him Johnson, but you can call me J. You can call me RJ, and you can call me RJJ, but you doesn't have to call me Johnson. No, freaking... Please. There. Good lord. No, I tried to freaking zoom. I tried to do this full screen and then it fucking froze on me. Driving is easy. All you have to do is not KO anyone. He said diving. He's doing diving lessons. Okay. Alright, so now we have a little a mouse. That's all I know.
This is the story of how a little mouse, me, went from singing holiday jingles to sieging castles in all-out medieval warfare. This is a deep dive into the full medieval mice saga, all of the lore, all of the betrayal, and everything that's happened so far.
This sounds very dramatic. You attribute your driving skills to your parents forcing you to mow the grass.
If you're just seeing the medieval mice saga for the first time...
Yes, I am just seeing it for the first time. Would you be able to enlighten me on what's going on?
This video will get you up to speed, and if you've seen episodes before, this will fill in any gaps you may have missed. So grab some cheese, sit back, and let's dive in.
I don't have any cheese. I had a pizza before when I got home, but I already ate it all.
Things started off simple. In the beginning, the House of Mouse, our faction, had no...
House of Mouse. Isn't that one Toon Disney show that Disney refuses to acknowledge the existence of?
Real competition. We loved two things, cheese and trebuchets.
Well, how about trebuchets that launch cheese?
Together, the mice and the flying squirrels ruled the land. But
the flying squirrels? Where the hell did they... The flying... I'm trying to remember what flying squirrels actually are, because I know that there's something called a flying fox that's actually just a fruit bat, but
it wasn't always easy. We took losses from time to time, like our beloved siege tower named Siegfried, who was burned to the ground by a...
Aww, Siegfried, poor Siegfried. Had to be burned away for the sake of whatever kingdom that they've got going on over here.
Volley of flaming arrows. Don't worry, we conquered that castle too, Trojan horse style.
Let's go.
But it left a void, even with our...
They're not birds.
Our battle horns, siege machines...
If flying squirrels are birds, then squids are space robots there, and elephants are microwaves.
Jeans and trebuchets, Siegfried's presence was sorely missed. So we
Poor
reconstructed
Siegfried.
him with cheese. All was
Aw.
merry and well. That was
Did someone eat him?
Lord Lizard.
Lord Lizard.
He had a cheese stockpile as high as the eye could see, breeding an army of baby lizards behind their castle walls. But here's the thing. We were once allies with the Lizard Legion. We had open trade, but those selfish lizards decided to blockade our ports.
Oh no, that's how it all starts. Just a certain Possum Pack, Turtle Tribe, Lizard Legion, House of Mouse, Mole Monarchy. I'm trying to think of. You know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm trying to think of what other such little kingdoms and shit would exist that all suspiciously have some either a rhyming scheme or alliteration.
They even kidnapped our goats.
No, they're the only ones that have rhyming. The rest of these are alliteration.
So we couldn't make cheese anymore. So we conquered their navy and sieged their castle. But the only problem was they had set mouse traps, and suddenly, I was a prisoner. This sent the House of Mouse into total war against the Lizard Legion, launching burning cattle with our
It gets crazy, as if it wasn't already crazy enough. Shit.
trebuchets, sending the Squirrel Squadron over the walls, and unleashing our siege machine. I was freed, and I had no choice but to Spartan kick Lord Lizard into a pit filled with hungry wolves. It sounds ruthless, but...
It sounds ruthless, but how do they know what Sparta is? Does this take place in the same universe as us, or do they have their own version of Sparta?
I didn't leave him empty-handed. That's because I threw my mighty sword, Kevin the Claymore, down there with him. But why
Look
would
at
I
the
do
smile.
that? First, we need to cover a little backstory. You see, the House of Mouse has always been stepped on by cats, lizards, and moles. We had a good thing going with the moles. But when a lizard cavalry came after us, we sheltered in the mole holes. The only problem was those crafty lizards bribed the moles to kick us out. Lucky for them, I was a forgiving mouse. We even gave the moles protection when our army grew strong enough, for a fee, of course.
Well, that's probably where you done messed up. They didn't want to have to pay for your protection.
But when the moles didn't pay up, I was furious.
I'm sure you were.
It was time for vengeance. We salted their crops and laid siege to their castle.
Oh lord, they had to salt the earth so that nothing could grow.
But meanwhile, the moles had
They did what the Romans allegedly did to Carthage, even though it technically didn't happen to Carthage.
laid explosives beneath us. So, in the dead of night, we moved underground and repositioned those explosives beneath the moles' castle, blowing them to smithereens. We gave their base to our canine allies, and I thought I had eliminated all of the moles. It turned out, one mole mercenary was out crusading during all of this.
What were they crusading for?
We had taken out his family,
Hell yeah.
and he swore vengeance against me. In the trail of destruction we had left, we missed one of the baby lizards too, who the mole formed an alliance with. But our strength was growing. We had integrated catapults and hot air balloons too, launching more flaming
It reminds me of a video about Pompey. Pompey? You mean Pompeius?
cattle than ever before at our enemies. Our next target
Wait, I see a cow on fire, and I was making a joke about Pompey's English rendition.
too, launching more flaming cattle than ever before
What do you mean launching more flaming cattle? When did you start doing that?
at our enemies. Our next target was the capybara colony,
Capybara
led by
colony.
King Cappy.
That implies that there's a capybara kingdom and that this colony is a part of that kingdom, or at the least, very least, a part of some sort of polity that presumably starts with the k sound.
You see, when we were fleeing from the cats, we asked the capybaras for protection.
I mean, capybaras are stereotyped as being friends with everybody.
That was until King Cappy left us out to dry, so it was time for payback. Little did I know that the canine I thought was our ally had told the pesky mole our plan to siege the capybaras, and now they had advanced notice. I knew this because when he fled, he left behind a scroll that said everything.
Everything.
So I
It didn't even say anything, it just said everything.
sent my shadow mice to dispose of the mole mercenary once and for all. They struck when the mole and baby lizard were sleeping, but they were ambushed by the capybara archers. Then they sent the shadow mouse heads to my throne. I needed to send a strong message to not only defeat the capybaras, but also recruit their firstborns into the House of Mouse. So I forced the beavers to stop.
So there was a name for this when the Ottomans did it. Janissaries, Divshurma, something like that. So that's what the House of Mouse is doing here with capybaras.
Building dams, and instead.
Okay, owl ordered beaver builder squirrels was something.
Build a bigger trebuchet to break through the formidable capybara walls. They didn't stop there. They built us giant battering rams, springalds, mantles, ballistas, ladders, winches, siege towers, onagers, war carts, shields, and burning barrels.
I haven't even heard of like a fourth of those things. And of course we need flaming barrels. It's not enough that we had flaming cows.
Escalades alone wouldn't do. Then came the turning point of the war. The mole mercenary had snuck into our ranks wearing a mouse mask disguise. He had
Seems legit.
poisoned our chiefs.
They've been attacked and betrayed by so many factions and they still going.
Fortunately, I had strong counterintelligence, so I knew his plan all along. Now,
So they were 2 steps ahead, but this guy's 5 steps ahead.
now that the beavers had finished building for us, we no longer needed them. So I gave them the poison.
The hell?
This was my biggest folly to date.
I'm sure it
I
was.
thought the poison was for me, but all along, the mole
Are you bad? You're gonna keep being bad if you don't pay attention to this history class.
mercenary
We're trying to learn mouse history. So I need you to pay attention and take some notes. So that way, because there's gonna be a pop quiz, except it's not gonna be a pop quiz because otherwise it wouldn't be a pop quiz.
knew I would give it to the beavers. Then, in the
It's a trap, just like General Akbar would say.
dead of night, the mole mercenary burned down all of our siege gear, knowing we wouldn't have any beavers left to rebuild. It was a diabolical plan, and our
You delight in the misery. Don't worry about it.
beloved Siegfried the Siege Tower had turned into fondue.
What? Wait a minute.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Mouse King, what's the big deal?
No, I'm just confused.
Just leave the capybaras alone and rule the epic kingdom you've built. But here's the problem.
They're all trying to ruin the epic kingdom that they've built.
I lied to you.
I'm sure you did.
Earlier,
The true villain
I
revealed.
told you I wanted vengeance against the lizards, against the moles, and against the capybaras. But even though they betrayed me, I was over it. I actually thought these things were all pretty trivial at this point. The truth is that this was all part of a bigger plan devised by the perilous possum.
What exactly did the possums do?
He had kidnapped Queen Mosella, forcing the House of Mouse to start wars over these past gripes.
Okay, so there was... I'm being distracted by chat. Brett, you need to learn to let things go. That's all I'm going to say.
Why? Because the perilous possum was enraged about one thing:
What?
the high table.
The high
The
table.
possums claimed that their foremothers built the very land we stand on, clearing pests and making it hospitable for other factions. But when the capybaras, moles, and lizards gained power, they erased the history books of the possum's work. Then they formed the high...
There was a name for this to the Romans. Something. It was Damnatio Memoriae or something like that, where they tried to erase certain figures from history and stuff. And then I know that Egypt did this with the Pharaoh Akhenaten.
high table to govern the land, but they left the possums out. So in the shadows, the possums built the most formidable army in the land. If you
Were they the most powerful faction, though?
ask King Cappy about the high table, though, it's a whole different story where the capybaras, lizards, and moles were held down at Circe by the possums and formed the high table in secrecy to break the shackle.
Is this not making you feel better, Brett? It's a mouse talking about his little kingdom. That certainly something like this should bring your spirits up. I'm just saying.
Fast forward. Now, as part of our agreement with the possums, they would free Queen Mosella if we defeated the moles, lizards, and capybaras. Otherwise, they would kill her, something they were eager to do since she was eating all of their cheese supply.
I'd be pretty upset too if they were eating my cheese supply.
Little did I know that Moletta, the mole mercenary's wife, was also held hostage by the possum pack. As I left the possum's walls, the mole mercenary came out of the woodwork and revealed all of this. It was then that he made a promise. If I surrendered to him and King Cappy, they would break Queen Mosella free. What other choice did I have? Without any siege gear, we had no chance of defeating the capybaras. So I sacrificed myself and was given a 2-year life sentence.
Aww.
It was for my queen. But when
2-year life sentence.
King Cappy and the mole mercenary went to uphold their
I don't know what this is.
side of the bargain, they realized just how strong the possum pact was. They had thousands of possums in their ranks, and
I'm sure they did.
now
Lots of possums. Well, yeah, you see the mothers carrying all their babies on their backs.
they had awakened a sleeping giant. The possum pact was coming to take down the capybara colony.
Oh.
It was then that I
And they had to go halfway across the continent just to do that?
received a cheese delivery in the mail. In the cheese was a hidden note from the flying squirrels, reporting that King Cappy and the mole mercenary
I think, is this the king or is this the queen? The voice implies that it's female, but given that mice are small, the voice isn't going to be naturally high.
failed to rescue Queen Mosella. In the note, there was a key to set myself free. Realizing that they needed a brilliant tactician to survive against
AKA moi.
the possums, King Cappy and the mole mercenary asked me to join their army. But now, their words were empty to me. With the key in hand, I could free myself, and I could rally my army. But more importantly, I could play the waiting game. Knowing that the possums and capybaras were destined for total war, waiting it out on the sidelines meant that both armies would be weakened by the time either side claimed victory. Then, the House of Mouse could sweep in and take them all down. It was the perfect plan.
I'm sorry. The conversation that was had in chat is distracting me from this video.
But then
I
something
apologize.
came
I've been wanting to talk more about this,
never
but
expected. Locked in the shadows of my cell was Lord Lizard.
Lord
If you
listen.
remember, I had kicked him into the wolf hole, and now he wanted vengeance.
Yeah.
But in this moment, I revealed to him that it was I who left Kevin the Claymore in the hole with him. I had always planned to spare him because if it weren't for the possum, I would have never waged war against the Lizard Legion. Even still, he was furious that while he was in the hole, the mole mercenary took his son. Instead of returning his son, however, the mole mercenary locked up the lizard, which is how he ended up in the cell with me. But even with Kevin the Claymore in his hands, he spared me. He had a bigger plan in mind to rescue his son,
And how much?
so using the key, we made our escape, took out the capybara guards, stole their armor, and launched ourselves into the air using a trebuchet. The flying squirrels then swooped in and brought us to safety, and by then, I was sick of the lizard's demands. Fortunately, Kevin the Claymore is a loyal friend, and handed himself back over to me. I would be making the plans from now on, and so I told the lizard this. You want your son, I want my queen, we must
Okay, so this is the king then. There, if that clears up any questions.
revive my war machine. There was just one problem. While I was locked away, my cousin Scurry took the reins.
Scurry.
He claimed that I let the House of Mouse fall because of my soft spot for Queen Mosella, and he refused to relinquish control to me. He stabbed me in the back.
Oh, brothers fighting brothers.
I built the House of Mouse, and he rode my coattails. It was a coup d'etat from my own mice, but I had a plan. The Owl Overlord owed me
Our
a
overlord.
favor, and it
Yes.
was time to call it in. This was risky, because the Owl Order is unpredictable and mysterious. But I
Well, as is typical of the owls in fiction, but owls eat mice, so I'm surprised that they would even ask them for help.
couldn't let a traitor leave the House of Mouse. I had no choice. So the owl, lizard, Kevin, and I swooped in at dusk. But as the owl took Scurry away, he turned around and warned me that his debt had been repaid, and if we meet again, I'd be his prey.
Okay,
In the
there.
meantime, King Cappy and the mole mercenary discovered that Lord Lizard and I had fled. They were furious, but with the possum pact drawing near, they had no choice but to prepare for total war.
Okay, it's I was wondering what this said, but never mind.
With the bulk of the possum army dedicated to battling the capybaras, we knew it was our time to strike. So we rode to the possum headquarters and stormed the walls to rescue Queen Mosella. But when we got there, all that was left was Moletta's lifeless body.
Oh,
and a
no.
note. It said we were too late, and that the possums took Queen Mosella. Now they would force her to be the first up the capybara walls, a death sentence. Without hesitation, we saddled up and rushed to the front lines. On our way, Lord Lizard's son, formerly the baby lizard, had emerged, miraculously escaping from the mole mercenary. But it was
so the son was a baby before and it suddenly grew up?
Suspicious, because he asked for all of our siege plans. Foolishly, Lord Lizard told him, revealing that if we rescue Queen Mosella, the House of Mouse would return the Lizard Legion's navy. Little did we know that the mole mercenary had actually brainwashed the lizard's son.
Wait, where the hell is this even going? Where was this navy mentioned?
Using him as a spy. The lizard's son now believed that his father abandoned him. More on that in a bit. While she was locked up, Queen Mosella had been growing angrier by the day. The possums said the mice weren't a threat, which only added fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, the perilous possum planned to use Moletta as a bargaining chip to get the mole mercenary and King Cappy to surrender, which would have meant the possums would reign supreme. This was a risk Queen Mosella wasn't willing to take, so to eliminate the risk, she killed Moletta, and to mobilize the House of Mouse, she wrote the letter claiming she had been kidnapped. In reality, Queen Mosella had freed herself, channeling her skills as a knight, top jouster, ace archer, and medieval freak. After her escape, she quickly reunited with me and intercepted the mouse army before they interrupted the Capybara Possum War. But she also revealed to the lizard's son that she was the one who killed Moletta. During this, the Capybara colony was running low on the burning oil they were using to ward off the Possum Pact. In an act of desperation, they were forced to bring out Trebby the Trebuchet, the most powerful trebuchet.
Do they all have these anime faces?
In the land. During this time, the lizard's son reported to the mole mercenary that Queen Mosella had killed Moletta. So, relying on his old tactics, the mole sent the lizard's son back with poison to take me out and Queen Mosella and bring heads back to him. But as he made his way through the mole tunnels, he had no idea that Lord Lizard had been following him and heard the entire plan. Lord Lizard tried to tell him the truth. He told his son that they could sail the world together once they get their navy back, but he wouldn't listen. Left with no other option, he was forced to kill his own son.
Oh no.
He was simply too brainwashed by the mole. I was inspired by disloyalty, so I gave Lord Lizard his fleet back, which we could conveniently use to blockade the capybaras and put more strain on their total war. The Lizard Legion would make the perfect proxy. But as the Navy made its way, the terrible turtle reared his ugly
so now the turtles get brought up
head and began sinking our ships. Why? For revenge. You see, the beaver builders and the turtle tribe had a symbiotic relationship, so when the beavers were poisoned, the turtles' habitat was ruined. But they pinned it on me, not the mole mercenary. So, I kidnapped the turtles' eggs for collateral damage.
Okay, and that's not exactly going to help your case with them.
After some discussion, I finally got through the turtle's thick shell, and I made an offer the terrible turtle couldn't refuse. I'd give back the turtle eggs, and he could get vengeance on the mole mercenary if he steals Trebby the Trebuchet. That way, the moles and capybaras would have one less tool in their arsenal. Then, I promised to use Trebby's stout oak beams to rebuild the turtle tribe's habitat. But when the terrible turtle arrived on shore, it was the worst case scenario. That's because the whole order had struck, leaving both the Possum Pack and Capybara colony in shambles. I then rode on his shell to the shore, where there were no moles, no cappies, and no possums to be seen.
And what about the trebuchet?
It was a wasteland of bones and owl pellets. But lurking in the shadows, the mole mercenary was still alive. He had abandoned the capybara colony after the possum order had overran them, but on that very day was when the owls struck. Worst of all, the mole mercenary was still out for revenge. On the flaming remains, he confronted me for slaying his family and for Mosella murdering Moletta. Kevin the Claymore and I battled it out against the mole mercenary, but when Kevin was dislodged from my grasp, the mole mercenary was one sword strike away from sealing my fate. Suddenly, my life was flashing before my eyes.
It's not that type of possum.
I I was taken back to a time when I was a young mouse, living as a peasant. But all along, my parents had told me that I would bring greatness to the House of Mouse. As I grew, however, I learned how mice were stepped on at each turn.
Okay, now the cats are gonna be brought up
The
here.
mole mercenary didn't care though. He had no sympathy, especially since I chose not to join him and King Cappy against the Possum Pact. Before he could strike me down, the owl overlord swept in. Up against this much more deadly foe, the mole mercenary had a sudden change of heart. Together, we leapt into the mole hole, landing into a liquid pond of cheese. It turned out to be fondue.
Why is there how did fondue even get down there is my question. Are there cows embedded in the mountain and then there are creatures within there that turn it into cheese?
None other
Or am I looking too deep into this?
than Siegfried himself.
Oh,
The
Siegfried.
mole mercenary had saved me, but now we were in the mole hole, and my fate would be decided by the mysterious mole king. Meanwhile, Queen Mosella and Lord Lizard were making their way full speed to the shore on a daring rescue mission, as were the flying squirrels. As for King Cappy, he was being held prisoner by the owl overlord who offered to join forces, but King Cappy refused. As I spent time in the mole lair, I discovered that it was filled with crusading moles who I had completely missed when we blew up the moles the first time. These were much deadlier moles though, and they'd tear me to shreds if they saw me. So, the mole mercenary gave me a mask and Kevin the Claymore, who had fallen into the mole hole. That way, I could at least make it to the Mole King without perishing. That's because the Mole King does things different. To live, I would need to defeat him in a duel. In the meantime, Queen Mosella and Lord Lizard made their way into the ball hole on a daring rescue mission, where Siegfried told her to follow the cheese footprints, which led her to the underground arena and countless moles standing by. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for a duel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to the Medieval Mice Saga for more.
Okay, then. I apologize I couldn't really comment too much on the second half because reasons. But it also got very confusing after a while, and I was having trouble paying attention anyway. So I didn't exactly know where to speak or even what to speak about, so yeah. Thank you for the recommendation, Jack. But, geez, looks good. Okay, let's not talk about that anymore, please. I would prefer just not to worry about that kind of drama. But the type of drama that we are going to be interested in is if it could not automatically refresh simply because this tab is sleeping to save resources, estimated savings 60% because of course here Shiwan had uploaded a new video about how she survived Woke 1.0, the first culture war, and from what I can tell, it's probably her looking back on the beginning of her career from like a decade and a half ago, which I remember when she first started popping up in my YouTubes, like back in, I think, high school or something. But yeah, that's about it. So I want to see. So we're going to take. That's my assumption that she's going to take a look back at what used to be, and I guess compare it to how it is now, perhaps. But don't quote me on that. But I'm about to sneeze. Give me a moment. All right, Lego, wig up. Let's get started, shall we? And we're going to see how she was a survivor. People talk about being survivors of all sorts of tragedies. You remember when 2019 was the new year? And I remember, Pepperidge Farm remembers, most certainly. And I definitely remember how it all got started. People talk about being survivors. Nobody survived as hard as Shoe-on Head did. So let us see her story. Her story. The story of silence and pain. And hot takes on Tumblr.
So the other day, I saw a tweet. I feel like all my videos start out like that.
I don't know how. My videos just start out with some rambling.
The other day, I saw a tweet that said,
Woke one was crazy.
Was crazy.
Oh, the whole, what was it? Some bunch of something related to like kneeling. It was like during yeah, that was you, Jack, but like someone kneeling during a football game as a, I don't even know why they did it or why people were upset, and quite frankly, I don't care. You want, no, you don't wonder what Bizgoon tastes like. You do not need to know what I taste like. I'd imagine I taste very, I don't know. I mean, when people talk about, you know what, why am I even entertaining this? We're talking about Shoe on Head, not Jackal's interests. We're talking about Shoe on Head.
Attached to the infamous photo of Nancy Pelosi and
Oh, that's who that is? Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are, much less Nancy Pelosi.
a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes back in
And people, oh, they're kneeling in African costumes. In what way is this not cultural appropriation? I'm just saying. People these same types of people will accuse others of cultural appropriation, yet here they are doing the exact same thing that they accuse others.
in 2020 to honor George Floyd. What a fever dream. There were many similar posts from people talking about how crazy Woke 1 was, or Woke 1.0 as they call it. Leftists talking about what
It failed because it was inadequately neo-pussy whipped. We must not, you're already repeating the same mistakes with 2.0. Are you kidding me?
they did wrong during Woke 1.0.
No, it doesn't make that much more sense. It's really not that much different. Relied on mob mentality for social justice, but that is stupid, as social justice can only be secured by a progress state. It's so basically you're just going to repeat exactly what you did and make believe that it's somehow going to be different.
How they came off too strongly with things like abolish the police, and how they'll do things differently during Woke 2.0. Yeah, you'll get him next time, champ. And don't
Yeah, that's not.
get me wrong, 2020 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied at trying my hardest to get Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard elected. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry, because remember, it's the oligarchy. It's the oligarchy, I'm telling you. Yeah, as he flies around in his $1 million private jets, trying to fight the oligarchy, even though he is the oligarchy.
But yes, from what I remember, 2020 was crazy. But that was not Woke 1.0.
It was not. It started way back at least 2014. I distinctly remember the seeds of it being established in the mid-2010s.
Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW.
Yes.
Back when Anita Sarkeesian was public enemy #1. And I identify as an attack helicopter.
Yes, this. I remember seeing something like this, like back in high school, just browsing the Know Your Meme website just to look for things that I thought were funny, and this is one of the things that would pop up, identifying as attack helicopter.
Believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You
Yeah.
see, Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks. No. This was Woke 1.0.
Learn what man.
It all started when we freed the Slavs and gave Yeah, it was when we freed all the Slavic people and made women suffer. That's when it all started. We need all the Slavic people back, and we need to end the suffering of the women. Why else do you think they called it suffrage? Because they were suffering. They're still suffering because they have the suffrage. They've suffered enough. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, at least Lego was an attack helicopter. We can say that for certainty. But this, do you see how much this woman suffered under suffrage? We need to end the suffrage, all right?
Mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Yes, I remember this. This was the type of stuff that Shoe on Head got on the map for, reacting to BuzzFeed videos that were just like that. The original culture war, it's time.
Hello and welcome to the Shoe on Head channel. I am your host, Shoe on Head. You
Let's
may also
go.
know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial
It says millennial.
woman with fetal alcohol syndrome,
What the hell does that even mean?
or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I
I see.
am I'm filming this, it is the 12th
I wonder what that would make me.
anniversary of my first video on this channel.
Oh, is that the Oppression Olympics? Oh my god, no. The difference between young Shoe on Head and current Shoe on Head is night and day.
12 years. 12 years a slave.
Was it 12 years? I thought it was 14 years. I knew that it was at least a decade, but how long ago? I was 16. I was right. I was in high school when I first came across her videos. I was 16 at the time. Yeah, it was Matt Pat who did an identity survey, and people actually identified as attack helicopters unironically. Of course, Matt Pat would be the one to want to document that kind of phenomenon.
To the algorithm. So in this video, we are going to react to that video as well as a few other old videos of mine.
I can't wait for that to happen, where I decide to take a look at old videos of mine back when I was doing P&G tubing. Oh my god, your worst enemy lives in your body. Don't even try.
We're gonna see how well or how terrible everything has aged.
Oh no, I remember one of the first things. No, it was one of her reactions to like BuzzFeed where one of those ladies were all like, in what world does this much money equal $1? And she was all like, Canada? And then you'll see.
Because let's be real, a lot of this shit aged like milk. Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way? What the we're going to talk-
No, you didn't age like milk. You still look pretty good, honestly. Even though I'm gay, you still look pretty good.
Talk about Woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back.
That's not your worst at. Well, I guess we are. I mean, they say don't trust anyone, not even yourself.
Then, in comparison to things happening today, I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news
It's all. Yep. It just seems like every day.
moves so
Yes, Canada's North America.
fast. There's pressure to react instantly, to pick a side.
To pick every. I can't really react instantly because I have a very specific upload schedule, and I would like to keep to that as a means of maintaining some consistency. But this will be my next. I will clip this as my next upload.
To condemn, to support, but the reality is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And that's why for years now I have been
wait a minute. I know exactly where this is going, and you guys are gonna love this.
using today's sponsor,
Ground News.
So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video.
You guys should really check this product out. I'm just saying.
Ground News
I'm not the one that's sponsoring it, but
is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias,
yeah, it's a continent.
ownership, and headlines that helps you understand the full
Yeah, Mexico is in North America. Certainly not. Everybody knows that Greenland is its own country.
story and make sure you're getting both sides. They make it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias and media ownership
So much as affects the titles of the articles.
can affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political risk. On the left, you'll see the headlines about this are like, Iran war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics, force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here. But my
Oh, and where's Candace Owens when we need them? You prefer Sky News?
favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the
Well, Jack, if it's in Central America, then why do we call it NAFTA?
blind spot feature.
Then why are they part of NAFTA? I'm pretty sure a majority of people consider Mexico North America and everything south of Mexico Central America, but who am I to judge?
It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here is another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with even Trump's voters. 39 sources covered this. 64% were left-wing, and only 14 were right-wing. Right-wing media trying to avoid how even their own fan base are sick of this war. And here's a story about how Ilhan Omar's sister is apparently linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal.
Of course she is.
100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing.
You
No
know
left-wing outlets
You know the left will never cover a mushrik.
have covered this story. There are so many examples like this, and Ground News makes it really easy to just lay it all out in the open. I've been using Ground News for years now, and it is one of my favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which
Oh, here. Here, get the Vantage plan real quick.
which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to
And don't forget to wave your hands like that.
ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you,
the viewer, for
as
not
always,
skipping the ad.
And now, back to the video.
What, no mysterious creepy zoom? Good, because I've been watching the ad so far.
One of the most funny and like endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos and they'll title them things like "Shoe on Head is
Oh yeah, it's finally realizes that the left is a death cult. Oh,
done with the left. Shoe on Head is finally waking up." And it's like,
no, what do you mean she's finally waking up? She's been on this shit longer than, I'm pretty sure, most of those channels. I'm just saying, she's been doing this for years, and she still considers herself as being on the left, just not to that degree.
I've been woken up. Do not cite the anti-woke magic to me, Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before your
Yeah, that's what I thought.
girl was Kami Mommy. For better or worse, I was one of the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, "The idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had." Really, bitch?
What the hell is a two Americas moment?
I mean, like, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really, bitch? I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and has microphones snatched by Black Lives Matter. That
Oh lord.
was basically the birth of my entire political worldview. You can't pretend that shit never happened. I was there when a grown-ass scientist was harassed and bought
Oh, I remember this. Oh my god, I remember when this was breaking, and I remember thinking to myself, really? People are complaining about a freaking shirt? I mean, I get it, but at the same time, those people are blatantly overreacting.
to tears for daring to wear a shirt with like cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be
Lord.
forced.
You should make a reaction called "It's just finally giving up the woke set." Don't you mean giving up on the centrist right-wing Democrats, as Hamas Piker would put it?
To wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet, I literally had to stop writing my other video to make this one because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you
Yeah.
think you are? Ghislaine Maxwell's father? So
Oh, good
I'm going
lord.
to be talking about 4 different videos here.
Okay.
Oppression Olympics,
Oppression Olympics, because I haven't referenced this quote in a while, but struggle is up, brother. Oppression is up, brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon. My name is Dewey Obababa. Ooh. Mama say mama sama makusa. Jenkins.
Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men Answered by Women.
Oh, I distinctly remember watching this video in particular. Oh, and I forgot about the little bed that she had in the background.
I'm not going to be showing the full videos because this video will be 4 hours long, so if you want
Yeah.
to watch the full videos, the links will be in the description. Thank you, I love you, bye-bye. So, Oppression Olympics was my first cultural, political video, uploaded July of 2014. 12
Yeah.
years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago?
16.
I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations or something. Like,
I don't know. I haven't been there. I mean, I've been in and out of Shoe on Head's content, but considering that a lot of VTubers look at her stuff, I feel like I'm obligated to.
you have seen some All right, I am about to watch it. I am so
Oh, hold on. I don't want to take away from her, so we're gonna make sure that she was there.
scared. I haven't watched this in years.
Neither have I. In 100 years, people will look at the 2010s like we do the 10s. Yep, before the Great War. Yes, as if we haven't already had enough Great Wars in our time.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Oh my god! They're right there, the flashbang.
Do you wear heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any of those things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America.
Oh my god, no. The freaking... I mean, the sound quality, I mean, that's to be expected when it comes to having a first video. I remember the first video I made, I had a not so great microphone. I mean, it worked for what it was worth. But I eventually got myself this better microphone. It's an Elgato Wave 3, which is usually used by gamers and stuff, but at least it suits me.
Can my voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh,
Oh, yeah!
I can. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. All right, let's go.
What does that mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get catcalls all the time and I hate it. I just love vlogging about it though, and I love blogging about it on my Tumblr. And shaving? Forget shaving.
Oh, Lord.
Don't shave. This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it. I'm dressed too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me. Did you
Oh, Lord. Yep, the going back and forth.
guys know that rape is bad? Rape is bad. Does anybody know this? Rape is bad. And if you're not a feminist, you're pro-rape.
About what I expected for Shoe on Head's very first video. Oh Lord, the production quality though. How old was she when this was going on? I don't even know how old she is now. Yeah, Tumblr's the most dated part. Which reminds me of something that we might look at later.
Oh, good, it's over.
Oh, fuck, she's back. Feminism is
Oh, Lord of mercy. So wait, was that the freaking video intro? That's amazing.
2014 America is completely pointless. It's just a label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because
Why do I sound so cute? It's just a label people are putting on themselves like, oh, so
I don't know, Shu. You still sound pretty cute. I'm just saying.
protect her. She doesn't know how bad it's gonna get.
Little did she know the torture that she would one day endure for the next apparently 12 years of her internet career.
the special snowflake oppression Olympics. Everyone is
Yes, back when we were all called snowflakes, because I'm not some special little snowflakes. And if President Business is not special, then Emmett from the Lego movie is 1,000 billion times more unspecial than he is.
this big race to be the most progressive and the most open-minded and the most oppressed. It is
When they say your mind becomes so open that your brain falls out. Yes, because I am a depressed minority and I demand a raise in my allowance.
the strangest thing I have ever seen, and it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world, and like I really don't like it.
So a little lore behind this video before
Okay.
we continue. First of all, Obama was president. Okay.
Yes, it was around, it was because, yeah, it most likely, at least partially, has to do with the fact that the Obama administration, because people were so tired of like the Bush administration in particular, especially with like Iraq and stuff, that we needed a change of pace, and so that's when Obama came about. But then people just started becoming, I don't even know, not necessarily complacent, but it was during that time that all of this stuff started to truly festering, and that all came to a boiling point come 2016.
This was before the Trump era. In fact,
Yeah.
this was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember a time before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't remember what the political and cultural
Yeah,
landscape.
granted, yeah, I was a teenager and a preteen for most of Obama's presidency, so it's not like I would know all of the ins and outs of what went on behind the scenes during the Obama administration. But but it was around like halfway through the 2010s that the internet really started to become more and more prominent. That obviously all of this stuff, all of the internet culture war drama, ends up becoming a lot more mainstream.
was like before Trump. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was like 23, 24,
Okay, yeah, I was 16, so.
working at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like offended at everything. It was very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason.
Yeah, you don't even remember who the president actually was? Oh, Lord. Yeah, 08 to 16, that's Obama, 16, 20 Trump, 2024 Biden, allegedly. Those who believe in a shadow government, auto pen, whatever. But yeah.
Was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear. My friend was like, "Ah, you're gonna make me go deaf." And then my other friend was like, "That's not funny."
That's not funny!
My brother's half deaf. I don't know why that one sticks out, but like, that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing I traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is mostly about
Tumblr. Yes, I think in my VTuber reveal video, that I've since like unlisted because it served its purpose. I mentioned, what was it? Tumblr, Twitter, Twitch, and some other social media site that starts with a T. And I said that they were the four horsemen of the what's it called? Like the internet, whatever. I don't even remember what the fourth one was. I just remember that they all started with the T. Yeah, your whole life you've only lived under 3 presidents, really? Were you not around during the Bush administration?
God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
No!
Oh!
Yes, I remember this. This is a piece of internet history right here, a piece of Tumblr lore.
My god, is that Big Red? Oh my god, just blast from the past with his face here. This woman should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails. She was the face of the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Yes, now back when it was called SJWs.
Number one, shut the f up for a second. Now,
No.
if you would shut the f up for the 50th billionth time.
And then it
The progenitor Karen, everybody.
was this other person. Where are these
This was before the term Karen became popular.
people nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the reason there is just this outbreak and infestation of SJWs.
I don't even know why Tumblr became so influential in that regard. It's so freaking weird. And then I do know that this was something that I learned within like what, the last 1 to 2 years or so. There's this concept of the Tumblr sexy man. Am I going to have to talk about that at some point? Because because it would be an interesting discussion, but at the same time, I might have better use of that time.
Ruining my internet and ruining my real life and just sucking the sense of humor out of so many people I know.
Your math was wrong. He was living Obama 3 terms. You came. Oh, that reminded me of some meme that I saw on Know Your Meme website where someone was said Obama's running for a 3rd term. No, and someone was like, he's not running for a 3rd term, and then they responded, no, he is running for a 3rd term. Get your facts straight.
Tumblr was very popular back then, but there was like some dark evil energy coming from it, and
Yeah.
I sensed it. And at the time, that is where I thought
I noticed that too.
all this woke SJW shit was coming from. Little did I know, like a lot of these people on Tumblr were college.
You didn't even know about that until a few years ago due to the... Of course, that's Jack's introduction to Tumblr, is all of that stuff. My introduction to Tumblr was Shoe on Head's videos about it way back then. And that's how I knew about Tumblr, because I knew that Tumblr was full of those types of people.
Kids. All this like rape culture, white supremacist bullshit was coming from the college classroom. And at the time
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was just a humble makeup salesman. So I was really confused and I felt like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to boot up the Shoe on Head channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna f***ing see it. I don't care. As far as I
No shit, that's what I did.
knew, there was no other videos online talking about this subject. So I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it, and left. Like I didn't check the comment section and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber, shared my video, and that's how it originally
Oh, is that how it happened?
blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like
Oh,
the
that guy.
honey badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane. Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who could be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever.
No kidding. It's like, yeah, you don't use Tumblr, I don't use Tumblr either. I just don't want to have to deal with that shit. I mean, I do that with like most social media, but yeah, you know, that's the thing. They're like, they claim to be tolerant of other people, not unless but they're not tolerant of other people's ideas.
Ever met in my life. It is just a big, it's the oppression Olympics. Labeling yourself as a feminist, stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every single right that every guy has now. Like most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it, and this might be hard
I'd
to believe
imagine.
while watching this video, this was transgressive back in the day. This was like crazy to hear online back then.
You really were sheltered during your time. And you talked about, no, Jack, you've mentioned like saying that you were saying that your parents weren't all that disciplining of you, and that's why you might think that you're into BDSM. There, I said it. You said that you were into that and you feel like that the lack of discipline came with it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
especially coming from a woman. We're saying things like, oh, feminism is doo-doo, and like obvious ass shit, like people have a victim complex these days. That was like sacrilegious, and now it's like nothing. Now it's like wall.
Now today, it's a term of endearment. Welcome, Rhodey.
Everyone thinks that. Every day there's like a new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N-word and then falling off a week later. Like,
oh lord, yeah. And these days that kind of shit gets cheered on simply because it's counter to the counterculture.
if this video came out today, it would get like no views because it's
because it's become a bit nowadays it's become a bit too obvious.
the most basic shit ever. This video almost got me fired from my job, you know?
Really?
Like, they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like, she hates women, like all this stuff. When it first blew up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like,
Yes, because you see, freaking. No, we're going to talk about female exclusion from the male patriarchy, and Cartman is just freaking. Yeah.
this was before the term pick me existed.
Oh.
Handmaiden of the patriarchy.
Handmaiden, like the Handmaiden's Tale or something like that.
That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back? Okay, so that was the first video. Let's watch another one.
You didn't go anywhere or do anything.
Shall we? This is called
Social Justice League versus Gamers.
Justice League versus Gamers.
May or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started like 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago? Oh my god.
At least before the upload of that video, I didn't realize it started literally 2 months ago. No, I didn't really know anything about Gamergate at the time. I remember briefly reading the Know Your Meme article about it and not really understanding what was going on.
Those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, you know what, don't worry about it, it's not important. Some woman allegedly slept with someone and now the Strait of Hormuz is closed.
I mean, the butterfly effect is a thing. The butterfly effect, or rather the Gamergate effect, is some woman slept with a guy and it caused a war halfway across the world. They gave you a computer in Minecraft, and that's how it starts. That's how you get down the BDSM rabbit hole, apparently.
Things happened in between that, but that's basically the gist of it here.
The People of Gamergate, Volume 1.
I decided to actually put in a brief explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game reviews. A bunch of journalists and coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces all coming out around the exact same day saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male gaming spaces were. It was a mess that went on for like 3 years, arguably longer, and many people cite it as one of the first major culture wars online. People went to the UN to talk about sexism in gaming. There was even a Law and Order episode about evil sexist gamers.
Oh lord. Really? Law and Order made an episode about this?
Guys, they just can't stand women in gaming. What did they do to you? They leveled up.
And yet here you are, you have that freaking red dye at the tip of your hair.
Also, Logan Paul was in that episode for some
The fuck was Logan Paul do? Okay, well that tells me everything I need to know about the direction that Law and Order was heading.
reason. It was a weird time. Anyway.
Seeing good friends of mine get labeled as misogynist, sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very—
They're still doing it to this day. I mean, that's what happened with the Pragmata game, right? When Pragmata came out and a bunch of guys playing that game were yearning to be fathers, and then you had, well, Shuan had made a video about that as well, saying that it's considered propaganda. That's why you don't go anywhere. The amount of days wasted because you decide to play games or something. Oh, I see. Well, that was just kind of messing around anyway.
obvious agenda pushing. 100% no. I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis males who are worse than ISIS. Not even—
And then he or she is wearing this shirt that says Agemnam.
mad. I'm actually like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions.
And this was back when groups like ISIS were universally condemned by both sides. These days, the one side actively supports such groups simply because they think America bad.
Of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
SJW logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like, I like this, I like that, I like this. This cat doesn't look like me. She's not frumpy and below average. It makes me insecure. Change it.
Yeah. Your kids' toys are kept downstairs. Let's see. Okay.
Change this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't even play that, but I don't like it.
Oh, she doesn't play with jars, apparently.
Be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit. And these
Let's go.
crybabies would still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They still do this shit.
They still do it.
Still invade nerdy male spaces and force them to cater to them. They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You still can't pander to them because they'll never be happy.
Take a look at
Yep.
this.
It's a
12 years in the making, and they're still not satisfied.
frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers
Unnecessary.
rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam Meggs stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she
No, can we just say, can't we just say, no, you know what? Both sides are bad. Both sides are bad, okay? You shouldn't be falling in with both sides. They're like drugs, because drugs are bad, okay? And you should also stop killing games. Stop killing games is bad, okay?
calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. The graphics are so good, this is
And then they still, and this is how, and the thing is, games back then were heavily stigmatized, especially by older generations saying that they promote violence. I mean, I've been playing games my whole life. Not once have I ever stabbed anyone. I played Zelda my whole life, and that's a game about fighting monsters, which apparently that's grounds for concern. That's why feudalism will win. I don't know about that, but
attack is eerily realistic.
this is it. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, the most realistic. Look at this. I mean, do you have any idea how often that I go outside and I see cones floating like this with people doing all of this bullshit? Are you kidding me? The kind of smut that I see outside. No, you think this down here is bad? No, floating cones. Floating cones. I'm just saying. Are you kidding me? No, we need to ban traffic cones now because they're getting crazy. You didn't even get into that until like 16.
Oh, that's sex? I've been doing it wrong? God damn.
23-year-old shoe was unhinged. I mean, she's still unhinged, but oh my god, that's precious. That's priceless. Oh, good fucking lord, I can't. I'm sorry, guys, but oh my god, yes, let's go.
God, I forgot all about the traffic cone. My dad literally stole that traffic cone.
Oh, good lord.
Off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone for this video I'm doing. He like took it off
He just took it.
the street and he's like, here you go.
Oh my god, doesn't even, did you question?
Didn't even like ask what it was for. I was just like, thanks.
She just needed it.
It's good to have a supportive father in your life. So this one is called Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow, how progressive.
Oh.
Oh my god, race together.
Oh lord, and they still do that on their on the cups apparently.
I forgot all about this. In 2014, Starbucks
Race together, and what exactly are we racing?
did this thing called Race Together, where I shit you not, they made baristas write hashtag Race Together on the cups to encourage discussion about race relations with customers.
Oh, so yeah, we were with the other day, we were talking about which car was going fat. We were talking about the racetrack the other day, and we were placing our bets on which one was gonna win. Unfortunately, I kind of lost, but thankfully I only bet a penny, so I kind of lost a penny. Well, I lost 2 pennies because I made a bet with someone else. Except this is just a joke because I don't really do betting.
Yeah, let's get rid of race relation tension by
actively talking about it.
making awkward conversation about race.
No, you don't just go to your place of work and start talking about race. That's just weird.
Starbucks. Why?
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass discussions with strangers about race. Yeah, can I get a tall cappuccino? Yes, hello. I see you are a person of color. What?
Oh, thankfully I haven't had to encounter someone like that, but if I end up encountering someone and then they say, oh look, I'm a person of color, I'll be like, why are you bringing this up?
What the f? were they smoking back then?
Like, I just imagine some black lady, like, on her way to work, walks in the Starbucks, like, oh,
She's just minding her own business and someone says, oh, look, you're black.
can I have a latte, please? And the barista's just like, ah!
So, have any cool art of their sonas? Definitely not asking for reasons. You mean besides the generic little art that I use in my thumbnails?
I see you are a woman of color.
Oh my god, I made the same fucking joke. I didn't even remember. That's I did it again. Wow,
Yeah.
it's almost like we have the same brain or something.
Listen to social justice. You can, like, invade video games all you want. You can do whatever you want to comics. But don't touch my Disney. I will send the hounds on you.
Oh god. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Nobody.
Wait, nobody tell her what?
Nobody tell her. Weird. Weird.
Weird. I have to look for that image again. It's one of my favorite images that I've ever used.
This one is called
If I clip this video, I'll put it up on the screen.
internalized misogyny.
If you're a
Oh, yes, which is what people accuse her of having.
woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times. So, what is it exactly? F***ing retarded, the end.
Well, I guess.
There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be, like, my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older. She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be like,
Happy birthday to you.
And then all of a sudden, she has the realization.
Holy shit! Manspreading is an issue.
I am literally older now.
I wonder what will happen to me in 2 years when I turn 30. You have internalized same fear, had homophonia. Yes, he's a Jack is afraid of homophones. That's what's being implied. He doesn't like it when two words sound the same, are spelt different, and have different meanings, like there and there. T-H-E-R-E and T-H-E-A-R. Those are homophones, but they're spelt different, and they have different meanings.
Than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in fact, learn when I got older. I got worse.
these people have an excuse and a buzzword for everything. Racist, sexist, MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged.
Oh my god, MRA.
MRA. I don't even know what that means.
I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs were men's rights activists.
Oh.
And before people were getting called, like, incel online for criticizing women
I don't know how old Shuin Head is right now.
or supporting men, they were being called MRA. Yes, it was considered a insult back then to care about men's rights. This was before the modern red pill.
I think it's still an insult today.
This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, this was before all of that stuff happened.
We had, like, Roosh V.
Who the hell is Roosh V?
Last time I wanted to do
I've never seen this guy before.
a post on how to approach girls that are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls.
What the hell?
These two are
Internalized heterochromia. Okay.
the cute girls who you want to have sex with.
What the hell is this? Frickin'. So the proto Andrew Tate or something like that?
Was our Andrew Tate back then.
Oh lord, I've never seen that guy before in my whole life, so I wouldn't know.
MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged. They do this to move the goalposts, so then you're like, oh,
One eye is red and the other is what? Oh, she's in her she's in her 30s.
wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
That's why you don't play the game. Like, I didn't know this at the
Does he have a blank art? He's asking for friend. Yeah, Rhodey.
time. I was naive and stupid, but you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right wing. I voted for Bernie. But gay friend, like, no, shut up. No, you just have to go, okay, and even if you're not, because
And?
literally all they have is the is and the is.
No, that'll be it. If someone, I mean, thankfully I still haven't had to deal with that kind of thing. But if and or when it happens, at least I'll be ready.
Defending yourself from their thought-terminating buzzwords is just, it's useless. It's a waste of time. I wish I knew that back then. So this is my most.
Oh, and here, this is the one video that I remember seeing way back then. It was a reaction to a BuzzFeed video.
Viewed video ever. 10 million views. Demonetized. Haven't seen a single.
Apparently, Rhodey's got plenty of art, and Jack is intrigued. Do not share that art with me, because apparently this video that you made many years ago is ineligible to earn because it's partially blocked, which I think is bullcrap.
Sent from that video. Awesome. Anyway.
So we all know BuzzFeed is the internet equivalent of ass cancer.
Oh, I remember her saying that. Oh, look, it's Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me.
know this, and I'm pretty sure the website is a government experiment created to test my patience.
They used PayPal instead of mail order check. Oh lord. Okay, no one No one's gonna be exchanging art in my chat, all right? Take that somewhere else, all right? I will say this right here, right now.
Mr. Meeksy's shirt. Oh my god, dude. Back when Rick and Morty was funny. They're
Was that?
known for hits like, let's get fat women to do poses only fit gymnasts can do. Being a woman is hard because compliments and damage control the video. So without further ado, I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men.
They were just pumping out videos like this.
How? I didn't even remember that Rick and Morty was that old. It's just, I do remember that there was a large gap between season 3 and 4, but was Rick and Morty out when I was in high school? Damn.
Constantly. Every week, another mass-produced, corpo-slop, anti-man, anti-white video.
So when you see the word white, what comes to mind?
Oh my god, I remember this too. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me. I remember all of this. Oh lord, and nothing's changed. These types of people still exist to this day. And it's like, I made this point I don't even know if I've made this point on the channel before, but there are things that don't change, there are things that change, and then there are things that don't change, and clearly this hasn't.
Privilege, I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state, as long as I never have to hear,
hey fellow white guy,
ever
Lord.
again.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically disagree with? The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. And they basically meant...
Yes, my NAM. These are my NAM flashbacks. Are you kidding? I was just I was a teenage boy at this time, just who was I wouldn't necessarily say terminally online, but I do remember spending a lot of time on the computer watching YouTube videos all day as a teenager. In fact, I still watch YouTube videos a lot. Well, not while I'm at work. I'm always I mean, when I'm like at work, I will watch videos while or listen to videos, right? War never change. How does it feel to be breathing air just like Thump?
Hitler. Trump is their Hitler. It's very trendy to hate Trump right now.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's still trendy.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter like 6 times in the past few months.
6 times?
I can't wait until people call me that, even though it's not true.
6 times? Oh, you poor baby.
Oh, and it just keeps going. No, 6 ain't shit. Try 152,365,591.
Try 6,000. At the time, the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing, all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior.
Yeah,
we all saw
because liberal does not mean what you think it means, especially in a classical liberal sense. Like in Europe, liberal means something different than here in the US. And even in Japan, it means something different than in the US.
This as not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about, real equality and workers' rights and blah, 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out. Obviously, that didn't work.
But obviously, they don't care. You either agree with everything, or if you disagree with them even 1%, then you're basically the exact opposite. Yeah. Your teen you was so optimistic. Oh, you wanted a business degree? Yeah.
But we tried.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Because no, I remember watching another video that was responding to this, saying that the reason why guys do it is because it's better for our junk. Basically, if we keep our junk squished up, it can cause problems, but apparently they don't see it that way. The history books material that we are living right now. You want to get down from this ride, yeah.
Men have balls.
Oh
Yes, that's why, because if we keep them squished, it can cause problems.
my god, manspreading. One of the top issues.
Is that even an issue anymore? Do people still talk about quote-unquote man-spreading? I swear, I haven't heard that brought up in years.
People would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public transportation. It was seen as some patriarchal statement of power or some shit. Every week we had to hear about manspreading.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
No, it's not.
What happened to all these little pet issues they were all upset about? I guess people.
And well, they shifted. They shifted away from such issues because they weren't getting any brownie points.
Can't afford houses now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the pink tax or manspreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Well, why are straight women so obsessed with lesbians? I remember learning that the most sought after material on Pornhub is lesbian loving by straight women.
Wow, this chocolate bar sure is good. But you know what would make it better? Wow!
Another chocolate bar!
Another chocolate bar! Two!
Mansplaining chair.
No other thing I like. Together!
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. You did it because it was hot. Yeah, that's why we man spread, because we want to get there for the we want someone to sit on us, because I need some because well that was not me who said that. If you thought that was me who was saying all that, no, that was AI. It may not have been Sora because Sora shut down, but I can tell you that I wasn't saying that. You think these memories are before you realize liking men was gay.
People still come to my channel to this day and leave comments on my videos like, "Are you the chocolate bar girl?"
Oh, there's no way. Just like when, what was it? What was it? Chinese World of Warcraft players, when they see Hassan, they're like, "Oh, electric dog" is what they call him.
My legacy.
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
Because you work fewer hours.
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs. It has nothing to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
So
It has to do with hours, specifically.
the reason I have a button.
That's the rant. Is that the raunchiest thing I've said? Oh my God. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. Oh no, this is what I get. Yep. I guess that's how it starts, huh? That's how my degeneracy arc starts. I start looking at Reddit memes, and now I'm talking about man spreading in the context of people sitting on each other's laps. Is that how it starts? I think Jackal meant raunchy, not ranchy.
That debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fucking fake ass 77-cent wage gap bullshit. I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore.
They are out. Oh yeah, nowadays they're doing more.
Because young women are starting to out earn.
Yeah, those don't count. Yeah, that was April Fool's. I knew exactly what I was doing. But that, I was just kind of on a roll with the whole mansplaining thing, but Lego, please don't. I don't. Oh yes, because all I ever talk about is you know what, never mind. No, that's all you're getting out of me, at least until the meme review.
Young men, so that's a little awkward.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are. It's a fact.
It's just biology, but biology is offensive to them unless it's their form of biology.
Trigger warning. Facts.
Libs owned. Trigger warning. Facts.
Back when trigger warning was a thing, I distinctly remember in school, I think it was high school, it was my freshman year, when there was a seminar that we had in school where one of the things that was talked about were trigger warnings. Saying that you have to say, oh, trigger warning, we have to do that. No, I distinctly remember saying that. I remember, and then you have some people, and which is why a lot of people will say that it all all of this SJW stuff started happening in schools. No, I distinctly remember having a seminar. There was a seminar about, like, where one of the things that was brought up was trigger warnings. That 30 degrees is more than enough. More and more, you're just being a chud. I don't even know anymore I don't even know what's happening to me.
Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down. I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome.
I'm not intimidated by a woman that makes more money than me.
More money. So when women make less, it's called the wage gap. But when men make less, it's just more money. Sorry, I'm like responding to the old video instead of my video. I forget how.
Do you remember the special or snowflakes that said trigger warning is triggering to me? I don't know about that, actually.
Stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos and I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, shoe on head sent me down the alt-right pipeline.
Oh, Lord.
Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my responsibility if you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping? I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi. First of all, No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably
No,
watched
you
Ben
weren't.
Shapiro owns college liberal compilations, and then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because they think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no.
iDubbbz be like or something.
This stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous and it's counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than, like, boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and
They took you down the National Socialist pipeline, you think?
things like it.
Oh, so you mean like that one that we took a look at like way back when?
The media, academia, the culture that they grew up in. A reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society
It ended up in the long run, at least.
General, and it was harmful to like the left because this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't.
And people still view the left in that way, even though that's not very fair to people like Shu, who are on the left, but not necessarily to that degree.
Elected specifically because BuzzFeed, right? I'm like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a populace, and Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole. He got
People were tired of the quote-unquote establishment, and they marketed themselves as anti-establishment, even though these days it's nothing more than hype.
America pregnant, and 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry. You were asking for it? Okay. Sorry. Anyway, now people online are like, oh, Woke 2 is gonna be great.
You mean it isn't already here? It's been, Woke 2 has already been here when they started calling it that. I'm just saying. Since 16 to now, you've been noticing more and more furries on your political media consumption. I mean...
Woke 2 is gonna hit like crack.
If you thought we were woke before...
well, you certainly have the hair and glasses for it.
You done went and woke.
But then again, I have similar glasses right now because the glasses that I have right now were specifically sports glasses, but I don't really like the way they feel.
The beast. Welcome to Woke 2.0.
Do you want?
And what exactly does that entail?
Hitler 2? Because that's how you get Hitler 2. We are not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything.
They're not gonna listen to you.
Everything happening now, like literal pedophiles running the world, bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries, a bunch of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere.
Oh yeah, Flock, I think is what it's called.
Bombs we pay for with our tax dollars against our will, going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to always say that culture war was a distraction from class war, and for the most part, I still kind of think that's true, but I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. You know? I could want the rich.
I mean, that's what it really is, right? It's not necessarily issues between races. It's mostly a class thing.
To pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little cringe and like, I don't think they aged that poorly. Some of
well, they were certainly very hilarious, especially the dancing cone one.
the jokes were really cringe and like, facts and logic, liberals. I pretty much do the same videos, but now they're more like organized and structural and
yeah,
scripted.
you've definitely come a long way since the mid-2010s.
I do the same videos, but in a more medicated sort of way. Big
You say that even though you crash out in every one of them.
Vyvanse has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses. Big Pharma won't let me go. Merp. So that was that video. I thought it would be fun to do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full
It certainly gave me a lot of whiplash to the point to where, yeah,
raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now. Link down below. Also, all Patreon members get every single video a day early.
Should we look at her first video just raw, just for the lulz? I think that would be fun.
Uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon-only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the Shoe Simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground.
Uh-oh. Of course it's doing that. Much better.
News, go check them out. Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video. Bye!
Let's go. Yes, because you must whip it. Okay, no, that was certainly a lot. That was a freaking, some of that stuff was done, at least the BuzzFeed related ones were a throwback. Damn, I didn't realize that. I knew that it was around when I was a teenager, but damn, the fact that we've come this far and still we understand nothing. We haven't changed. It seems like that we haven't changed one bit. Even if, I mean, people talk about the pendulum swinging, the political pendulum swinging one way and then the other. Yeah, let's say it's currently swinging one way, eventually it's gonna swing back. Personally, the pendulum just needs to stop swinging. Do you wanna know what I wanna do with the pendulum? I wanna rip it off of its socket, or whatever is keeping it tethered to the ceiling. I wanna throw it down to the ground, stomp on it, and smash it up into millions of pieces until it's nothing but dust. And I'm gonna personally blow it away and hope that it never, ever comes back. And that'll be the end of it. We don't even know what a woman is. I see, yeah. BizFeed. Yes, I'm going to open up my own website. It's going to be about sleptness. You've heard of wokeness? Well, I will be the proprietor of sleptness, which is where you don't care about any social issue whatsoever. I don't care about women's rights. I don't care about men's rights. I don't care about straight people's rights. I don't care about gay rights. I don't care about anyone's rights. And you know why? Because according to Peter Griffin's ancestor in that one episode, America. And that's the way the news goes. So thank you very much for joining me on this very, very unusual journey as we took this ride down memory lane. All right, and that was my video outro. All right, I'm gonna be right back. So hold on tight. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna put this back where it was. Where it'll be in another 20. I have ideas about what'll happen in like 20 years, but those are based on certain assumptions that I've made about things. That's all I'll say for certainty. But eventually it'll all blow over. I'm at the point in my life where I'm just going to let the seeds fall where they will. I will let the chips fall. I will let the chips fall where they land, whatever the proper way to say that is. At this point, I'm just along for the ride, and whatever happens, happens, and I will adapt to it. I will go wherever the wind takes me. If it takes me down a bizarre path, I will at least see it through and hope that it doesn't become so bizarre. But Flying cars. We were supposed to have flying cars like 5 years ago. If you know cartoons from like the 90s, they'll say 15 years in the future we'll have flying cars in these buildings on stilts. And we still don't have those things. I mean, we technically do have hovercrafts. If anyone remembers that one stream where we took a look at that freaking hovercraft and I was like, why don't we have this now? Yeah. They were rented a few years ago. They're just a couple million, though. Is there even footage of that? That you wanted to throw a bone as a joke, but Steam Lab's not working. Aw. Well, you can send a bone emoji. Oh my god, my nose. Oh. Oh. And Meet the Robinsons. I haven't seen Meet the Robinsons in years. I've only seen it like twice, I think. Oh my god. My nose got stuffy. Oh my god. Okay. There was this one video that popped up in my recommendations. It's a Frankie Faye video about why Reddit crucified a minion. When I saw the thumbnail and there was a modified Confederate flag that was yellow instead of red, and I was like, oh, I feel like we have to take a look at this. We'll take a look at this before the meme review, but you've been praying for walking, talking animal people, and hopefully they exist in the future. Jack, get out of my mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's just say I think there's a reason why they don't exist yet. I'll tell you that much, at least in my mind. But for now, I wanted to take a look at this Frankie Faye video about why Reddit decided to crucify a minion.
On September 1st, 1939, Adolf Hitler...
Of course, we have to go all the way back to World War II in order to explain minion lore.
Hitler invades Poland, sparking the Second World War.
Of course, she has to have a minion microphone.
The largest conflict in human history. So where were the minions?
Well, technically, they were in Antarctica or somewhere else. They were hanging out with Yetis. At least that's the official lore, but we all know that that's just a cover story.
Minions are little yellow henchmen characters first introduced in the 2010 family comedy Despicable Me.
They've apparently been around for millions of years, at least according to the Minions movie. Liberty. They stole the Times Square Jumbotron!
At the time, everyone really seemed to like them. But
Yeah.
somewhere along...
Oh, and I remember all of the Minion memes that popped up, including some of the most unhinged shit that I've ever seen come out of those types of memes. His second favorite F word.
Minion images on the internet went from this to terror.
To this, that moment when you see, oh my god, that's awful. Oh, of course. Yeah, I've seen more than enough of these. Oh god, I shouldn't laugh at that, but god damn.
Sexual
and this as well.
Obscene.
And oh my god, look at this. Oh no. Of course. What, okay, now that actually reminded me of that Gumby maxi pad whatever that exists. Oh Lord of mercy.
We're talking Minion jock straps. Minion BDSM.
Oh, I can't with this. This was in the thumbnail. I can't. Guys, help.
But where was all the minion hate suddenly just
I don't
coming from? What were the minion
Oh my
things
god, I
up to
can't.
in 1939? And I guess the larger question I'm trying
Oh Lord of mercy. I mean, the thing that happened, I remember there was this cartoon YouTuber that I used to watch that mentioned that the minions were an ingenious design, so much so that there were a lot of copycat type characters that were created for more low budget productions, among others.
To get at today, how did we go from
Men have PMS2, piss and moan syndrome. Like that.
Innocent memes for Facebook moms to a decades-long obsession with torturing minions to death. This is a short story
Never goon,
about the time
sure.
people hated minions so much they nailed one to a cross and set it on fire.
Lord
This
have
is
mercy.
bad art history.
Banana Papoy. No, Papoy. Yes, a toy.
So the thing about researching minion hate artwork is that it gets pretty gruesome
Yes.
pretty fast. Get it? And
No.
I really don't need that kind of targeted advertising.
It's a 3-in-1.
Which is why I use Proton Mail. I'm paranoid by nature, and
Yeah, about that.
in this video,
Check that out if you guys feel like it. Okay, go ahead and good night. Good night before it gets even crazier than it already has been.
and back to torturing minions. Part 1.
Oh, the
Minion Jockstrap.
Lord.
In 2010, Despicable Me comes out and it makes a ton of money.
Yeah.
Everybody liked it. Fast forward 5 years and they're selling a Minion
Oh my god.
Jockstrap
Yep.
on eBay. So how did we get here?
Because that's how we got here.
It all kind of started with Tumblr and alcohol.
Of course, it came from Tumblr. It's always Tumblr, and it's no wonder. We just took a look at a video that was about Tumblr. Well, vaguely about Tumblr, and it just keeps getting crazy.
Moms. Following
I'm tumbling down on a downward spiral, if anything.
the immense critical and financial success of Despicable Me,
And they just keep making more and more movies.
Illumination, the studio that made the movie, realized that they had a marketing miracle on their hands.
Exactly.
Minions were cute, recognizable, and yellow. And if
Yellow.
we learned anything from the last 30-odd years of television, it's that
Yeah, we are all there's this conspicuous amount of yellow characters that we're all quite fond of, which is one of the reasons why Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life was made beige instead of yellow, because the creator Joe Murray thought that there were too many yellow characters on TV.
people love yellow guys. So let's
I mean, yellow, they say yellow is the color of happiness.
start spamming minions everywhere. They probably
And I think Coco Melon uses that to their advantage as well.
said, let's make all marketing for the rest of time prominently feature a minion.
And they just keep going. They're doing a promo for Wendy's.
And that is exactly what they did. But too much of a good thing will kill you.
Yep.
And the first people
And I guess the Minions are a good example of that.
to sound the death knell on minions were alcoholic moms on Facebook. It goes like this. Between 2010 and 2013,
Swag.
Facebook was hit with its newest wave of memes for moms. These have been a
Yes, I need an extra day after Sunday. It could be called No Fucking Ready for Monday
thing
Day.
forever. And if you're not aware,
And then these types of memes get increasingly more unhinged as time goes on. I live on the corner of Funny Street and Silly Road in Crazy Town, which is in Psycho Valley in a twisted state of mind. Shut up, he's still talking.
where a mom meme is like any image that your
Oh, this. When they always have these bizarre hairstyles too. There was one that I remember seeing that it was all gothed out.
mom might like or might send you on WhatsApp, usually with some kind of a
Boxed wine is just a juice box from mom.
cheesy caption about loving wine or hating your husband or gaining weight, etc. Only now,
Yeah, they're all the popular characters from the Emoji Movie. But the thing is, the Emoji Movie was universally panned.
all of these memes
So much so that it was one of the first movies that Saudi Arabia decided to greenlight.
inexplicably contained a minion. There's always
Oh lord, you couldn't handle me even if I came with instructions.
been a strain of people who genuinely despise this type of image.
Next time someone asks you how much you weigh, tell them 100, it's sexy. Sure.
Maybe because it's a bit too corny or a bit too real.
They always have these ridiculous outfits.
But the obvious answer was, if you don't like this stuff, Don't go on Facebook.
No
Just
shit.
touch
That's why I don't have one.
grass. Just go outside. So you go to the store, and a minion follows you inside.
Yep.
You go grocery shopping, and there's a minion on your food. You can't even redecorate your house to maybe get minions off your mind, lest you accidentally buy official
There's no way that there's an actual yellow called Minion Yellow.
Minions.
There's no way.
There were even, allegedly,
Allegedly, in my opinion.
minions
Oh, this was a hoax? Oh, come on. That's not fair.
in the tampons. In the early 2010s, minions
I'm pretty sure there was still a Gumby one that existed.
marketing had reached such a point of cultural saturation that the average person could not escape them on or offline. And it was starting
I think that's what a certain chatter said about the song Happy by Pharrell Williams. People couldn't escape that either.
to drive people legitimately insane.
Oh, Lord.
But unbeknownst to anyone, there was this quiet, seething minion hate fandom that had been brewing on Tumblr ever since.
To go through multiple Streamlabs, it would seem that it is... My Streamlabs is the one that's not working. Oh, that's why you were trying to do that. And I just noticed this. Oh, you distracted me from this artwork because, of course, it's not this side of the internet without someone getting pregnant. Yeah, I don't know how to... I've never really fiddled around with my Streamlabs at all, so... Well, actually, no. I use Steam Elements, not Steam Labs.
Since that first movie came out. And these Facebook moms had accidentally poked the bear.
So, I fucking hate you and hope you die!
Conceivable way that you could hate a minion, and someone on Tumblr was already doing it. They gave the minions nicknames: Pestilence, War, Famine, Death. They wrote fan fiction.
You thought their names were Steve, Dave, Kevin, and Stuart or whatever? Nah. Pestilence, War, Disease, and Death is what their names are.
About kids getting PTSD from minion exposure. They debated
When you can see a minion's... Oh, I'm not reading that.
at length how awful it might be to have sex with a minion. It's safe to say they were obsessed, and on June 5th of 2015, they put their heads together and created r/minion.
The farting is like the song from Frozen. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know, but at home, shit, there's blood coming out. Okay, I see where this is going.
Hate was a subreddit that became the internet's
Oh my god, you call it female? Oh god, no. Oh hell no, I'm not reading that.
of anti-minion extremism. Editing Frankie here.
Oh,
I
God.
totally forgot. Wacky Tic Tacs. r/Wacky Tic Tacs. That was the other subreddit that was making all the weird, gore, edgy.
Oh lord, there's an eviction notice on your front
I just
door.
could not remember the name of this one to save my life.
Ugh.
But these guys didn't even have a full week to celebrate creating their own space, because on June 11th, it was time for Minion Ass.
Oh Lord
The official
have
Minions
mercy,
movie
yes.
Premiered in the UK, and this was the straw that broke the henchman's back. On the one hand, Minions 2015 made $1 billion at the box
I'm sure it did.
office, and all but guaranteed that these little yellow homunculi
I guess they're not going anywhere then.
would be getting shoved down people's throats till the end of time. But on the other hand, this movie
Facebook minion memes versus 40-year-old moms.
had exposed a raw
For a second, I thought that was a sickle and hammer right there.
nerve online. And that was the fact that normal people were getting absolutely fucking sick of minions. And what does the internet do to mascot
At least until the Rise of Gru came out, and then people started showing up in suits for that.
characters it finds annoying? You're right, it starts making art of them being gay, pregnant, and racist.
Yes, me and the boys escaping from capital punishment for 13 charges of racially motivated assaults in the years 2007 to 14.
So let's look at some of the minion hate art that emerged from
Dude, I wouldn't consider this minion hate. This just looks... Some of those are just unhinged memes.
this movement. You have gay minions, pregnant gay minions, BDSM minions, erotic minions, a crocheted minion jockstrap, a Mackle minion.
What the f-
There's even this performance art piece currently sitting on YouTube at 20 million views of a woman just sobbing over how much she hates minions. Was it satire?
You know, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yes. Did people really feel this way? Yes. And I would argue that not only did all of this hate art constitute an art movement at this point, but crazy as it sounds, this was a form of social commentary born out of the mass.
Lord. It's just once in my life, I'd love to see the kids. Please, Karen, I haven't seen them in months. They're all I have left. I got over the addiction, I swear.
Internet-based psychosis around how much people hated.
You discovered what's wrong with your brain. On the left side, there's nothing, and on the right, there was a malignant brain tumor.
Minions. Maybe Illumination didn't understand how painful it was to constantly see a minion when you were trying to buy food or take a shit. But plenty of other people felt this pain very acutely.
Yeah.
And they needed a release valve somewhere.
All of the fuzz that comes out.
This is where we get into minion psychological warfare.
As if it wasn't already warfare before.
It began with
this flag represents the hate and taking away freedom of speech from anyone who doesn't.
Homophobic karate minions, which admittedly, Tumblr found very funny, but people kept pushing it. Someone made Confederate.
If this flag offends you, you need a history lesson. Sure.
Minions, and then a Confederate minion flag, and then 2 minion Pepes and a minion horse.
Oh, that's an MLP. That's a yeah.
For good measure. And it looked like the fucked up minion art was actually starting to get people's attention. Articles
it's a Streisand effect, isn't it?
Began trickling in, describing minions as an irritating menace to society. On July 1st,
Now, granted, I've never really been on that side of the internet. I mean, I remember seeing the memes a lot, especially in this one group chat from my high school friends, but that's about it.
Feed, which was at peak relevance in 2015, published an article alleging that minions might actually be over.
You say that, but they're still making movies. Slightly disturbing design flaw on this minion's body wash. Wait, why is it red?
There was even this.
Shouldn't it be yellow? I'm just saying.
Mini viral image that was going around at the time of a minion body wash bottle that was so poorly designed that it gave the minion the appearance of crying blood. Which many felt was deserved. Now, I want to stress that
that smile is a lie.
This did not happen in a vacuum. The mid-2010s internet didn't consider much sacred. If it was cute or fun in any way,
they'll find a way to desecrate it.
It was going in the soup. They did it to Shrek, they did it to SpongeBob.
Oh lord, Flavortown was an inside job. Barbecue sauce can't smell steel wings.
They did it to Guy Fieri, and around the time of the Minions craze, they happened to be doing it to Elmo.
Of course they were.
This is a very, very niche thing, and I would be shocked if—
No, I remember this sort of being a thing.
If anyone remembers this. But there was this micro trend of people, like, I swear, I can't even find these videos, but I remember so clearly seeing this. People would, like, shoot an Elmo toy in their backyard, or they would—
And for whatever reason, they decided to do that.
Set it on fire, or, like, rip it apart.
We are recording Elmo.
The end is nigh. When people put stuff in hydraulic presses and wood chippers.
There was this one video in particular where Josh Peck, as in Josh from Drake and Josh, and a couple of his YouTube friends,
nice.
They like made a skit where they got Elmo addicted to crack or something. Like, I remember
because Elmo used crack. He used crack. He left me in a dumpster, and you should get Big Bird a movie theater.
This so clearly.
Elmo, how was that? How do you feel?
Anyway,
Let's
I have
go.
a point in bringing this up. This was basically the diagnosis of early mid-2010s internet edge.
Was
so let's
it?
use the example of—
No. This is the stop touching me Elmo.
Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Elmo was this line of electronic children's toys that gave Elmo the appearance of being alive. It was probably intended to be cute, but
That's the intention, but the path to hell is paved with good intentions, as they say.
many people seem to find this toy terrifying, especially without the fur.
Oh.
So naturally, edgelords online contemplated what they could do to corrupt this lovable childhood character.
And he would still be laughing even as he was being tortured.
And in the midst
Born to shit, forced to wipe.
a culture
Yes.
of irreverence like this, it is no surprise that Minions got the same treatment. And in the spirit of constantly escalating what was going on with the Minions, this brings us to the Minion Hitler conspiracy. Part
Let's
2,
tie.
Crucifixion. On July 3rd of 2015, when the Minions movie had not even been out for 3 days in the United States, someone on 4chan
Yes, the 1933 to 45 Minion
and
incident.
unearthed a serious plot hole in the film. The whole thing with Minions, if you didn't know, is that their sole purpose is to serve the most evil person currently alive. So canonically, this would place them under the yoke of people like Genghis Khan or Vlad the Impaler, which is fine, because nobody alive today has personal beef with Vlad the Impaler.
No, not with this little cigar-looking mustache.
But plenty of people alive today do still have a beef when it comes to Mao Zedong,
Oh, yes.
or Pol Pot, or Hitler.
Yeah, no, but those are too modern. Unless these people were just not. Maybe the Minions. Maybe they don't like that brand of evil.
And this presented an inescapable problem for the writers of the movie. So here was their compromise.
They put them in they grouped them with the Yetis.
According to the lore, after the Minions accidentally caused the fall of Napoleon, for whom they once worked, they left to go live in an ice cave, far removed from human civilization.
Yeah.
Meaning, they did not serve any master between 1812 and 1968.
What other world leaders existed between this time?
Because if they had, it would have been Hitler. Anyway, on July 3rd, someone on 4chan pointed this out, and we had just unlocked the newest frontier of edgy Minions.
Yes, I have a disease called AIDS. You wouldn't understand it because you're a virgin.
Posting. People found this Minions serving Hitler thing so unbelievably funny that they completely ignored.
Yes, Minions director confirms that they never worked for the mustachioed painter.
Ignored the movie's attempt to write around it and just went with it as if it were true anyway. Minion Hitler theory took on a complete life of its own, and even today is generally regarded.
No, that's actually raises a very interesting point. Is what if not every single Minion joined them in the cave? What if some of them stayed behind?
As an airtight fan theory about.
Yes, never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, and the Minions what they were doing between 1933 and 1945.
The Minions cinematic universe. And this is where we finally get to Minion crucifixion. Let's come back to
Alright,
Facebook,
let's check
which,
it.
as we established before, was ground zero for Minion hate. It was now 2021, and Minions hadn't gone anywhere. If anything, they had completely eclipsed the popularity of the movie that they originally came from. And it was clear that no amount of fucked up art from the internet was gonna make them unmarketable. Potentially until now. For reasons revealed to no one, on June 24th, an artist
In Minion we trust.
named Americo Cruz posted this 3D render of a crucified Minion to Facebook. A year passes. In summer 2022,
Brace yourself.
another Minions movie comes out in spite of this. And in 2023, something clicked. Tumblr, whose Minion hate fandom still somehow existed, finds out about the crucified Minion. The crucified Minion gets reposted to Tumblr, where it blows up, and someone raises a very interesting question. Wait a minute. Someone crucified a Minion? Again?
What do you mean again?
Yes. They had. It turns out that someone had already
Oh, this was done before.
done
Okay,
this
I get
exact
it.
thing. In this 2015 Facebook post, a user named Dolan Dark erected a wooden cross in his backyard, tied a Minion to it, and then set the Minion's head on fire. The comments largely range from positive to bloodthirsty, with some praising Dolan's sacrificial Minion, while others insist that the Minions deserve way worse and that Dolan had not gone
What could possibly be worse than this?
remotely far enough. And while it's unclear whether
Stella.
the 3D crucified minion that went viral on TikTok was directly inspired by the 2015 crucified...
Well, I doubt that it is, considering that this one's not even on fire and is wearing the crown of thorns.
Flaming minion. One thing was clear. Minion hate remained very much alive.
Is that John Cena?
And this is right at the time that AI hit.
Oh, yeah. The AI, the only thing that AI slop is good for is AI slop.
2024, Minion hate found a brand new audience on TikTok. In spring of 2024,
This may sound a little crazy, but you need to hear this
got their hands on
about a
this
minion.
3D crucified minion meme, and for some reason, all of these people made nearly identical videos trying to explain it.
No, why the hell were all these TikTokers even talking about it?
There was this animator, and he was messing around one day when he suddenly created a minion, and the minion died on a cross.
You see, there was this animator who decided...
No, they're all making the same thing.
...make an illustration of how Jesus died on the cross.
There was this...
Oh my god. They're all doing the same thing.
He was messing around one day when he suddenly...
Why the hell are they doing this? Unless all of these are freaking AI generated.
And while that was happening, Twitter began experimenting with AI minion horror. So we got Chud Minion.
Trust the plan, Pacutriates. Why the hell are they rating Pfizer?
Minions, gym minions, minion cells, even chastity minions. Someone even ran an in-character Twitter account called Bob the
The fuck is your issue? What's the very first word that comes to mind when you see this? What? Because it's what the fuck is what I would say.
Minion, where they reacted to AI minion gore, among other things. This is not to mention, by the way, the scandal that took place over the AI minion filter on TikTok. This is
I didn't realize that there was a scandal.
Whole thing, and I think it's a little bit too serious for this video, but it bears mentioning. Allegedly, malicious users on TikTok were uploading extremely graphic videos with an AI minion filter on top, such that you could still clearly see the violence and the gore, but it would get past TikTok's filter somehow. So what can we take away from this? Minion hate began—
Yes, I'm female. I don't need to make sense. I'm just right.
And as this semi-ironic reaction to the intrusive, overwhelming marketing of the Despicable Me franchise. A great deal of this hate was incredibly sincere. Like, irony doesn't go super far. People really did find minions that annoying. And as a result, this generated a niche but very recognizable reactionary art movement online, all about hating and humiliating and torturing minions. A movement that at time of recording has not gone anywhere.
It still hasn't gone anywhere. The Minions, the return of Scarlet Overkill. I'm sure plenty of people would watch a movie like that.
And in a way, it was the vitriolic hate that really brought Minions to life. Because in terms of serving an evil master, there is no master more evil than unhinged people on the internet.
More or less.
This has been Bad Art History. Thank you.
Very well. I certainly learned more about this than I was quite honestly looking forward to, but that came out wrong, but I got more out of it than I was expecting. I guess that's one way to say it. And I learned things that part of me wishes I probably shouldn't have learned, and others that I probably knew about but have since forgotten because my brain didn't want me to remember. Putting away all of the past trauma. Except I didn't really feel any trauma, at least not to my knowledge. Alright, that's gonna be that. I need to set a timer because once we start looking at memes, I want to make sure that I don't exceed 30 minutes. So let me make sure that this is reloaded at the very least. Is this... Let me make sure that it's up to date. Should I start? I should start like at 8:50, which means... Okay. I know the amount of time that I would like to spend on this. Alright, now it's time to look at some more memes because I haven't done enough of that already. It's not like I have anything better to do. All right, it's time for some more trauma. I hope you all are ready, so strap right in. It will never be me. Why am I so... What's up? Oh, God. Glad you're still here. Was worried I might have scared you off. Oh my God, he's actually here. What do I say? I don't think I'd ever get this far. I don't know what's going on here or why this person is scared of this guy. I mean, I'd be pretty terrified too if they came in with the freaking spiked collar and blue horns and a blue tongue. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. The person below me has 10 terabytes of Rule 34. I bet you do, you little... You know what? I don't even want to... You're not even worth insulting at this point. You're just... Your existence is already an insult. Let me be real. Ugh, I'm so hungry. I could eat a... Oh, you just got found out. It looks like that this I can't actually tell whether or not that's a male or a female. I can tell this is a female, and it's not just because of the hair and the earrings. It's very obvious. So this horse better watch the fuck out. Nope. Forget you. I'm not reading that. Would you consider yourself a tom girl? And then Asker has cat lips because, of course. Ask to bat boy. The hell does that even mean? No, I didn't want to zoom in on that. I don't need to zoom in. I wanted to click this. Absolutely. I mean, have you seen my closet? Yes, I've seen your closet, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Get rid of all of that junk and get some real clothes. Meme for ants. Hey, got him. Hey, I love you. I'm going to bed. Love you too. You are? It's so early. Yeah, sorry, I gotta lay down. You okay? I'm kind of struggling. Just stupid brain stuff. I'm sorry, I had no idea. You seem so fine. Wish I'd known. I was trying to hide it. You work so hard, and it's the weekend. I didn't want to trouble you. I wish we could hang out. There isn't anything you want to do with me? Nah, sorry, I gotta lay down. Please keep having fun in spite of me. Are you still fine with me? Yeah, I mean, I know you want me here, but I need to lay down. Can you please tell me you're fine with me? You can lie if you need to. Babe, I'm fine with you. Okay, thanks. I'll be really good tomorrow, I promise. I love you. I love you too, click. What the hell was this even supposed to be about? I don't understand. This guy just keeps repeating himself for whatever reason, and you just need to learn how to calm the fuck down. Okay, guys in 2013 versus guys in 2016. Times have changed for the better. No, they have not. Are you kidding me? No, things have gotten worse since then, and this motherfucker is proof of that. Nah. Nope, we're not dealing with that. Hey, I know you gave me $30 to get birth control, but promise me you won't get mad. Did you get pregnant or something? Because I'm not taking care of that baby, because first of all, it's not even mine. And second of all, I don't need this. Do you think I'm cute? Fuck you. Why are you telling me yes or yes? No, you are not cute. Screw you. I don't need you in my life. Go away and go ask someone else. Paldea Police Department. What are you hiding, girl? I'm sure they're hiding a lot of things. Are you kidding me? I've seen your search history. I know what kind of bullshit that you've been looking at this whole time. Screw you. Holy... I can't read that. Diermo. Free drinks. So it's just some lady looking at Smirnoff. Is that it? Is there any? There's nothing here. Okay, it's just some sort of bomb-looking thing with a protogen face. Yeah, I'd be terrified by something like that too. One can only imagine what would happen if this were to blow up. What are you so anxious about? It's just I get so nervous looking at you. So you've been in... Nope, nope. I'm not finishing that. And
You're just dehydrated. Out of my way, gay boy! I'm about to liberate my divine self from this mortal shell! Hospital.
I don't even know what just happened. What the heck? What is it with all of these thick bitches? I don't need any of these. This escalation's run is going great. We've almost gotten to 3. I'm not making it out alive. I don't understand what it is that they're doing. And I don't understand these big titty birds. Birds should not have breasts. They're not mammals. There's no reason for any of them to have that. I'm just saying. You can call me pedantic all you want. I'm still just saying. Do you want to take the small roads or the bridge route? Brett having the after dark meme time, I see. Do you want to take the small roads or the bridge route? I know the bridge is better in almost every way, but I like the scenic route. Good. We can't take the bridge anyways. It's on fire and also flooded. Then why did you ask? Because I value your opinions. No, you don't. You only value your own you only value your self-fulfilling prophecy. It's very obvious to me that you want this green one to drown and catch on fire. You're plotting against him. You're clearly having a lot of trouble with each other, and so you decided that you want to get rid of them instead of face the truth like a real person. I can't. Nom nom nom. Hey, chips, gimme. Hey! Huh? Microchips. Nah, I'm good. I'm not a robot, so I don't think I'd enjoy that. Unless they're flamingos. No, not if they're flamingos. They shouldn't have them, period, because as an amateur scientist, I only want anatomic... Even if they have humanoid features, they should still just not have them. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm willing to make exceptions if they're small, but if they're like overtly supple, then no, I don't need any of that. Thank you very much. Except no thank you, because in opposite world, apparently that means thank you. Those two make money to make a bomb. They drop a bomb on someone and then I don't understand what's going on here. And she needs to get her hand off of her hip because it doesn't suit her. I'd be lying if I said this wasn't at least a little cute, but that doesn't mean that I have to put up with it. Oh, fuck no, it's not this guy, is it? This better not be who I think it is. You're home late. Care to explain where you've been all night? Oh, I got a foot job. You did what? Yeah, look at my toenails. Didn't she do a great job? It's called a pedicure, shithead. Oh, I thought it was that squidog thing for a moment. I have no idea what the heck, because it had the freaking triangular shaped head, so I just assumed that it would be that, but I don't know what the hell this thing is supposed to be. This looks like some sort of, what I'm assuming is either a mouse or some other rodent, but damn. Okay, what's this called? The lo-fi girl, but as a, I can see this fin on her back, which implies that it's a fish of some kind. Clearly not a Zora from the Zelda series, but at least some fish thingy. A big sticky fish thingy from Angry Beavers. Where are you on the drag scale today? The rocks are quiet because the trees are listening. What the hell is the what the hell is the Derg scale? Apparently that's how you're supposed to say it. Apparently it's from 1 to 10. I don't know what this is, and this... Oh god, am I gonna have to get a lecture on what a Derg is? Is it like supposed to be a corruption of the word dragon? Because that's what it looks like. I'm just... Obviously I don't know the lingo, because if I did, do you honestly think that I would have... You know what? People say make it make sense. I'm not gonna make it make sense. I don't have the patience to make it make sense. And this is coming from someone who has more patience than he knows what to do with. Buzz. Why would you want to cut your little cheek fluffs? Suits you. Although, this teeth are a little too stylized for me, but I mean, unless this is actually this guy's razor, but it's Dragon. Personally, I prefer Dargan, but okay, this. Gee, our lab has so many workers. Why do you keep transforming me? Because you're my best friend. We've been working together since the beginning. Okay. Oh, so is your new boyfriend like a cat or something? Yeah. How do you know? Is there any, don't worry about it, Breck. Can I be both of your, how do I say this without actually saying it? Both of these guys, please don't make me say it out loud. Okay, I don't know what the hell this thing is or why he's crying about it, but okay. After all, Durganitis extra goofy. Oh, like drag. Oh. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I draw it? Because you're better than that. That's why. You don't need to draw it. Please, do not go down the Rule 34 pipeline. It's not good for you. Please. Trust me when I say that. I mean, I don't speak from experience because I don't do that shit. Or at least, yeah, I don't. But you really don't want to have to draw that. I'm just saying, please. How I'm imagining him in my head. Hello Kitty Island version. I mean, I do have... Was that loss? Oh, is that what this is? Like the Control-Alt-Delete thing? I don't really know much about that aside from at least 1 or 2 videos. I know there was a video by Wang about it. But if that's what you were meaning. But yeah, I definitely had an idea of what my persona would look like in my head. And it didn't necessarily look like what you see before you, but you work with what you gotta work with, so. Oh god, why do we have to get into more Pokemon nonsense shit? Thank you for helping me with the project. Would you like me to train too? I'm not very strong, but I'll do my best. Bro, my sister only invited you to do homework. Yeah, don't get too excited. Nope. Okay, that's enough. And what is... You want to put a person on a collar and a leash and... No, stop. No, I don't... Why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Why do we keep doing stuff like this and imagining ourselves doing all of this stuff? You don't think that it's the least bit degrading? Shit. See, still interested in the cream pie, sir? Sounds yummy. Damn, baby, 2 in 1 day? You're insatiable. Don't be gross. And would you like a cream pie as well, sir? Punches in the face. No, like, when you ask Hank Hill if he wants honey mustard, he'll almost take a swing at you. So, you better give him a good deal on classic yellow. 4220 staple, whatever, okay. Loud sounds are so intriguing. Like, what was that? I don't get it. What's the subtext here? I don't particularly like loud sounds. What are you? A PlayStation 5? Well, people are having major beef with PlayStation 5 right now, so I don't know if you would want to be that. You do whatever I say, understand me? And if I don't, what are you going to do then? Please bend me over on the what? Oh, well, yeah, I didn't think so. Why don't you take that bullshit somewhere else? I'm not going to do anything you say. Are you kidding me? I value my own choices very, very much, and I'm not going to stoop down to your level just so that you can have your way with me. Not a cleric. Good. Then, as a friend, I shall let you in on a wonderful secret. Do you see that shimmering light upon the yonder side of the bridge? I happen to know it is a treasure most valuable. I can't even see what those are. No, what are those even supposed to be? They don't look particularly valued to me. And does this shield have a face? This looks like a face with an eye, right? I didn't realize that we were playing... I didn't realize that this was a Sheikah or something like that. Yeah, Sony is an idiot sandwich. Okay. You gotta try this Whataburger. It's really good. Why are you looking at me like that? Sauce, what? If that were a male, you might have a point, but because it's female, I can take it or leave it.
Dude, I am starving. You got anything to eat? All I got's this hydrogen atom for breakfast. Yo, that sounds scrumptious. Could you split that with me? Say less, man. I got you.
Well, how would you even split something that's only got the one proton? The most that you would be able to do without going on the subatomic level would just be tearing the electron apart, which would make it an ion. But are we ripping apart the quarks? I believe a proton is 2 up quarks and a bottom quark. Correct me if I'm wrong. How to tell when a studio has hired a fuzzy artist? Ninjago in 2012 versus in 2020. You know, I think they might have a point. There's definitely quite a distinction between the two of them. Look, I'm officially certified. Hey, puppy, we gotta go. Oh, Lord of mercy. Of course, we got more degradation going on. But I'm not gonna lie, they both have a certain charm, I can tell you that much, but I still don't approve of this. That's just wrong. You're doing that to... I don't actually know what this guy's supposed to be, but I'm just saying. You didn't need another hydrogen atom for the joke to work better? I don't know. When you're so... those words, that the air around you does that wavy thing, you're nothing. No, maybe you'd have a chance on OnlyFans, or if we're gonna be crazy about it, OnlyFurs, but if such a thing even exists, but no, you don't have a chance with anyone else. Okay, is that a fidget spinner? I don't get it. So he shoots lasers out of his eyes? I didn't realize that this was the Egyptian god Medjet. Okay. Oh, apparently we're all caught up from... Apparently that was all caught up from... Saturday. I knew we should have waited a week before going on to this one. Okay, here, I'm gonna try to look for that other one and see how much it's updated. So give me one moment. No, not GP. Really? Here. We'll see how far we're able to go before it's updated too, before we're all caught up. Jugando Minecraft con amigos. I don't know what that says or what makes this furry. POV, you say hand instead of paw. I would still say hand, even if it was like this, alright? I'm not gonna go that far with it. Your hand is still a hand, regardless of whether or not you're on all fours or if you're walking upright. So don't give me any of that. Fools who dared to challenge me, face my magic and turn to ash. Through your primordial state, you shall share cursed Phoenix's fate. They're very confused by this, it seems. Okay, so I will turn you into ash with the touch of my magic flame, right? Then you will rise from the ashes like a phoenix, a legendary bird, but cursed because you will all be my puppets. But we are not birds. Well, except for one, but the rest of us will fight you, okay? Okay, so he's surrounded by idiots. Oh, he accidentally took himself. He wasn't very smart, was he? He clearly had some issues before we came here. You're guilty of having written on the other in an internet argument. Very well then, it looks like he's gone down that. Oh, is this another example of the angle trend? I still don't, the fact that this is even a trend is bizarre to me. There's no reason for it to be like this, I'm just saying. Is that Luna? You say feeling cute, except this isn't cute. This is just absurd. Get this out of my face. But what if they don't want to destroy it? It says, would you believe that the heretics are brewing a pathogen? I refuse to say that. Pathogen in an old fuel refinery, and we have to destroy Bitch Kisser over here. Oh, hello, Dart. You're just in time for the, downward spiral of my mental state. I don't know where else to post. You got banned from, apparently there's just one that's just called r/furry, not even furry memes or IRL. For commenting, replace the cylinder with rule 3 and they won't let you back in. Watching your ores in the furnace. Well, you have this fucking booty showing. That's why you got banned, because they decided that this was too much for them to handle. This is what you get for being short.
Don't step on me, please. Hello there. Stop! Don't step on me!
That was disturbing. And not for the reason that you think. This was disturbing because I've never seen anything so ridiculous in my life. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of ridiculous shit, but I think this one takes the cake. That, along with a whole bunch of other things. Really? Okay, we've seen that one before. We haven't seen this. Oh, wait, yes, we have. Hilarious Fox Mage. I said I'd handle dinner. I never said I'd cook it. I don't see how that's hilarious. Seen that. Seen it. Emergency promo that's 50% off. I wouldn't buy this even if it were negative 100% off. Are you kidding me? And then Red Bull. If Red Bull causes something like this to happen to me, then I want my money back. Seen that? Seen it? Does anyone have another website that we can go to? These aren't updating fast enough for me to actually take them into consideration. But either way, I've got like, I still have like 3 minutes left before... Maybe we should only do this like once a week, if anything, because I need... If we're going to keep doing this, I need to make sure that there's more, but... Oh, Lord. Maybe we... Should we check this one? This subreddit here, or should... Ow. Because I don't know where else to go at that point. So much for making this a bi-weekly thing. Who knows? We might have to reduce this to just once a week so that these subreddits have enough time to refresh themselves. But we'll see what I can do here. If anyone's got any suggestions, because I know that at least a few of you, excuse me, might have something. Here, let me check what this has at least, and we'll see, and we can go from there. And of course, the icon has to look like that. You drew an eepy gargoyle. What's the obsession with calling things eepy? It's sleepy, bitch. No, I'm not dealing with this infantile nonsense anymore. And it certainly looks like a gargoyle, I can tell you that much right now. Your first artwork, and it's... Firefox has discovered a security breach in Windows. Oh, I get it. I'm having trouble figuring out whether or not this is supposed to be a ribbon or if it's drool. And quite frankly, I sincerely hope that it's a ribbon. Quick puppy sketch. Does it have to be wearing these leggings? I'd be down. Actually, I'd be more accepting of it if I didn't have to deal with all these striped leggings. Are you kidding me? Art of your main thing. You drew it yesterday. Alien fingers. Rough sketch is rough sketch, all I can say. No. Okay, so there's more examples of this angle meme. I still don't understand what this is supposed to be. Apparently, this gets very particular very fast, so I may as well be careful. Let me do this real quick. So that's that. School works. His name is Leo. Well, I'll take it. Nope. Okay, you drew this in an aquarium. What's it doing there? Why is your tail so goddamn big? Okay. Very well. Red hot. Full. Okay. Is decent. You heard that the angle meme is weird, but you don't want to say. I don't understand the angle meme, so, yeah. Oh, are these just... this isn't even memes, are they? These are just random pictures, huh? But, okay, a drawing there. It says 2 cute kitties ready for some cuddles. From my perspective, there's only 1 cute kitty that's ready for cuddles, and it's this one right here. This other one, nah. No. First of all, get away from this cat. I don't know what kind of bullshit that you be doing behind the scenes, bitch. My boyfriend just finished Red Dead Redemption 2 again. Oh, man. What was the original version of this? Wasn't this, like, Spider-Man or something? At least from what I can remember. Okay, that looks like a My Little Pony thing. I can't tell what this is supposed to be. Shark Week Day 7. If these are the kinds of sharks that we're encountering, then I don't really want to watch it. Why the hell are you frickin' Roblox looking character? Why are your legs like that? Okay, now this is the first thing that's actually like... This is terrifying in a good way, in the sense that it's not all of the obscene shit that we've been seeing. 15151, give you a sweater back or you'll... Give me my sweater back or I'll play the guitar. I'm not giving your sweater. Well, first of all, who has your sweater? I'll get it back for you. And you don't even need... You don't need to negotiate to play your guitar. Just play it. Frankie. Sure. Okay. Seen it. Out of ideas. Hello. Okay. So is this just regular art and not even necessarily memes? Okay. Alright. I need to look for something that's actually unhinged, though. Summer is the best season for ice cream. I mean, kind of. Cassowary. I don't know how to feel about that. Zebras? No. Kawada Brava. I don't know what that is. Discussion. Users have sometimes stated that it's difficult to express their sorrows or misfortunes because they don't want to feel burdensome and unwelcome, which is normally a very happy-go-lucky environment. Okay, so, well, I'm not a therapist, so I'm not your therapist, so deal with it. Enjoying the pool, and why are they so big? I don't understand. You know, it is possible to have smaller whatnots. Okay. A new profile pic. I don't understand this mouth shape. I don't understand what's so appealing about that, so... and yes, this is just me being a pedantic little shit, so at least I acknowledge that I'm a jackass sometimes. Twins. So, fraternal. So what? What's your point? I don't need this. Shark... was this all... Is Shark Week going on right now on... What channel does Shark Week? Animal Planet? Or am I thinking of a different one? An ad promo. Why are the feet so goddamn thick? Shit. What, oh my god, for a moment I thought this was the... World is Mine featuring Hatsune Miku single artwork, but it's not. This... I mean, it definitely looks like a screenshot from an anime intro, I can tell you that much. GTA cover trend? Oh, good lord. Put some pants on, goddammit. Also, your muzzle's too short. Oh, Discovery Channel. Yes, okay. I figured it was... What the hell am I looking at here? That's... Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay, now I'm just... Okay, now this is... No, if I clip this, or when I clip this, I'm definitely gonna get a lot of flack, aren't I? Okay, it's officially been 30 minutes. So, as soon as we see something particularly egregious, that's when we will finish up. Fallout diorama. You made... Okay. First suit. First art, he's a phoenix. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, we've seen that. Big hearts. What the hell am I looking at, honestly? What does that say? Oh, that's, I think that's Danish, if I had to guess. Because Danish has this O with a slash on it. Schrödinger's cat. I mean, it's creative, but... Why are you stretching like that? Who are you hoping... What are you hoping to achieve with this? And I don't understand some of these dragons with, like, hair and stuff. I mean, I know it's possible, but still. What the heck is... Why is this color whited out like that? What are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide from me? No, no, no. We'll find it. We'll find the original thing, and we will take it away from you. Raffle winner. I don't understand what raffle you were supposed to have had. Second of the day. Okay, yep. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's... Whatever the hell we just took a look at up there, and then this. Whatever the hell... Oh my god. It says... No. Here, on the rules, what the hell is... It says here on the rules, no pornography or inappropriate behavior. In what way is this not... In what way is this not inappropriate? I'm pretty sure this would be considered inappropriate. Are you kidding me? And I'm not even gonna rewind this. Nah. Okay, yep. The 30 minutes are up. Besides, I have to get to bed because I gotta wake up early, so... At least... but I need to really think about where... We need more consistent... We need a more consistent way to get 30 minutes of memes. In all honesty. I need to think about the... I say that I'm going to think about this long and hard, but I'm only going to think about it for 3 seconds. Perhaps on Wednesday, we could figure out what to do from there. Because I really don't want to go to the Yip and Hell subreddit, because because I know for a fact the kind of stuff that appears there. But if we have to, then that's a sacrifice you guys are willing to make. It's not a sacrifice I'm willing to make, it's a sacrifice you guys are willing to make if we have to go to that point. Okay then. Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight. Oh lord, if we decide to do that other subreddit, then it'll come to that. At least it'll give me even more material to work with, which means even more shit talking. You thought of an alternative to that other nuclear option? Lay it on me. No. The If in Hell subreddit's gonna be the ultimate last resort. I mean, the only other alternative is to only look at memes once a week. That way there's enough time, presumably enough time. There'd be 7 days worth. Let me check, scroll through this again to see how far it was before we saw stuff that we saw the other day. Three days. So I think so. It was 3 days ago then. So yeah, r/Loser City. Your nuclear option is the nuclear launch codes. Oh Lord of mercy. Your comment was eaten by my filter. Loser City? Is that how you? Is that what? Or is it something else? Let me look for that. Because there are no wrong suggestions. The name is ironic. It's mainly a shit post sub with... Oh, I see. So just more generic memes more than that just so happen to have a few furry memes. I'm just casually scrolling through it to see what's actually here, and okay, we can definitely... I just need to make sure that it's updated frequently enough. So that we have at least a week's worth of material, if anything. Some of these are only... A lot of these are from 7 hours ago. I just need to make sure that I have enough... I just need to make sure that I have enough material so that it lasts like at least 30 minutes, because I'm maintaining that rule for myself. We will scroll through memes for 30 minutes, and then when we see something that by my standards is truly degenerate, that's when we stop and look at one more. So that's the rule that I have set for myself. I would look through them for an hour, but I don't want to spend 6 hours editing them down. Because quite frankly, it's a lot of strain. It's a lot of strain on my arm. Are you kidding me? The side of my shoulder hurts so goddamn much. From constant clicking and zooming and typing this and that, making sure this is that size, or I zoom in here, and then I cut this and paste it here, doing all of that for 4 to 6 hours at a time. Never mind being mind-numbing. Okay, well at least, hopefully I won't have too much to edit. But anyone have any last-minute things before I sign off? You are the nightmare shooter. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah. My dreams are about as generic as they've always been. Either exploring random buildings or getting into weird situations. That's usually what happens in my dreams. Like there are some dreams that I have where something happens to my car and I can't get to it. I have quite a few of those dreams. I'm like, where is my car? I'm trying to get to my car and I can't find it. Or I know where it is, but I have to go through all sorts of hoops and hurdles to get to it. And I don't even know why I have those types of dreams. But yeah. Yeah, we'll be back on that. We'll be back Monday/Tuesday for... Stardew Valley. We finally got married, and now we're gonna have some marital bliss. My plan for next stream is just to play Stardew Valley as much as we can. I want to figure out... I need to start animal husbandry so that we can complete the community center. But yeah. You run from some... You're in the military or SMT, you're just doing random stuff. Shooter, not shooter. Autocorrect, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then I also have... A majority of my dreams are me exploring places, exploring buildings. And then there are some dreams where I am trying to get away from someone or something. And then I have dreams where I'm missing something, or I'm late for something, and I'm trying to get there, and I just can't. Obliterate the autocorrect? Yeah. People complain about the autocorrect all the time. But I'm gonna continue to do my best to look through all those memes because I want to make sure that I do enough of them. Alright, any last minute things? I should probably type any last minute things because since there's a delay and all that, but... I just saw this one video pop up. 1 hour of silence. Occasionally broken up by Internet Aaron's laugh. If any of you watch Internet City, you wish you could have a dream where you encounter 14 werewolves. Why 14 specifically when you could choose any number? And also, what type of werewolf? Werewolves come in many different forms. There are some that transform into all fours. Then there are some that turn into just monstrous beasts, and then there's some that are just fuzzy. But yeah. Oh yeah, we had that, I remember we had that discussion earlier about praying that anthro people would come into existence, which that's a discussion for another time. Just because yes. Apparently that's why he wants 14, because yes. Always you have an AC 130 over house, someone count my day? What? I don't even know what that means. I don't know what an AC 130 is. Is it a... I'm guessing it's a military thing, considering the message that you posted earlier. Alright, since I have to add... okay, you know... Alright. Oh, shit. Alright, yep, okay, let's go ahead and finish up since I really want to get to bed, because I don't want to have to... I need to make sure that I get to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back Monday with huge guts. Oh god. I'll be back Monday/Tuesday for continuing Stardew Valley, and then hopefully Wednesday we'll actually have enough meme material by the end of the stream. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a good day or night, and take care.